All right, test one, two, three. Test one, two, three. I think we're good to go. Hey everyone, hope you guys are all having a very good day here. Still recovering after the last couple of days. Trust me, I understand, but it should be a pretty good stream here today. We'll be talking about what cryptocurrencies are bouncing up right now. Some are actually having good moves, some are still not having good moves. What Bitcoin is doing, what the overall market is doing right now, some general news, and then maybe some news about Trump and Biden and what's going on there, because it seems like they're both getting involved with this crypto game here, which will make things just a little bit more interesting. And then I want to do a little bit of dollar cost averaging with you guys live. I'm going to be buying up some stuff with the sponsors of the channel, CoinW and Fairdesk. That way you guys can kind of see some of the stuff we're looking at, and you guys can possibly influence my decisions here. Loki is right here. Loki, he has a rope. So, Loki, come here. Oh, I don't think he feels comfortable on this side. Maybe I'll go back over here. Let me see. Loki. Oh, yeah, such a good boy. So you guys know how he still has kind of that injured paw, right? Oh, not injured paw, but like injured right shoulder, basically, where it's maybe a little stiff or something like that. So basically, he hasn't been allowed outside the house really today, besides just using the bathroom, so it kind of heals up. If he sits for a while or just kind of chills out for a couple days, it goes away. But if he exercises a little bit too much, it re-aggravates very, very quickly. So he has all this pent-up stuff. So today we're pulling on the rope, and I'm playing with him in bed and stuff. And if you guys can't tell, I know I have a 6K camera on, but like my shirt is completely covered in dog hair right now. I think my hair actually has some dog hair in it too. So it's been a long one here, guys. Definitely a long one. So, hey B-Way, happy to see my man Eddie, GT, Randy, Striker, Can, Wilder. Hope you guys are all doing good. And hey, Wilder, it's better. I mean, so if he gets the limp, it's gonna last for about like 10 hours or something like that, okay? And not even maybe that. But then in order to get him to be like completely healed, he has to take like 4 days really of no crazy exercise, right? Loki's had this problem from a long time. He goes from 0 to 100 without getting warmed up, and so he strains a muscle every now and again. So right now he's fine. Right now he's perfectly fine, no limp whatsoever. He's sprinting, he's doing all that type of stuff. Well, within inside the house confinements. So, but when he goes outside, I'm putting him on a leash right now just to kind of walk him along and make sure he doesn't go sprinting after whatever squirrel he sees, or he doesn't do any jumping and stuff like that. So as of now, he's better. He doesn't even have a limp. But if I would just like open up the door, say go, bathroom, basically give him the command, he'd rush out there in a heartbeat, and then he'd come back with the limp. So I'm being very strict with this right now because I don't want to have him be in a limp over and over and over again. It's a horrible cycle. It's a very, very bad cycle there. So for whatever reason, I think I moved my camera around a little bit because it feels like I'm kind of like here. See how I'm like in my camera? Normally I'm like right here as far as the camera's concerned. You guys can see a lot more of that stuff. For today, let me just move my monitor. I think I'll make everything a little bit easier. Move the microphone. This is why I pay for all this stuff. And there we go. Oh, and on top of that, I also have a cigar with me today. I didn't bring my whole box in here because it's upstairs and I'm removing some stuff from it and putting some new stuff in there. But I got myself a Tabernacle Broadleaf. It's a David size, Perfecto? Oh, David Perfecto. So I'm going to be smoking this with you guys here a little bit here. But got this. My lighter is out, so I was almost late for the stream because I had to make sure I had some matches for you guys. Or for me, I guess you would say. So let's get started here, everybody. And hey, Randy, let me go over here. Need doggy tape? Trust me, I thought about it. I really did think about it here. Actually, let's go over here so I can give you guys a little bit more data. There we go. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So at least over the last 24 hours, you can see there has been a little bit of a bottoming out on some assets. Bitcoin is down 53 point, like a 0.5% basically for the last 24 hours. Ethereum's up a little bit over the last few hours, 24 hours. I would say this is mostly because of the ETF news surrounding it, not so much from technical reasons, but you can see it there. Really, you have to be looking at the 1 hour chart for Ethereum to get anything of good note there. Now Solana's up a little bit, XRP's down a little bit, Dogecoin's up, it's pretty much on right. Toncoin's down a lot, like 10%, and this has had a really big move over the last few weeks, so you guys can see that's why it's down a little bit more. Actually, it just updated here, so some of the stuff isn't even live, but the majority of stuff has kind of cooled off, I would say, in the last 24 hours. I think that's a good news. That opens up the door to kind of the title of this video, which is going to be, can Bitcoin and altcoins have some type of reversal coming up? Because the weekly charts are still neutral bearish, if you will, neutral bearish. The daily charts are still very bearish, but the 4-hour charts, the 1-hour charts, they're softening just a little bit here, okay? So let's break some of this stuff down. But before we start going into what happens as far as, the 4-hour, the hour, and stuff like that, I just want to bring you guys' attention to this. This is kind of the weekly chart that you guys are looking at. I'm going to be showing you this one because I think I want to actually put the patterns on here just to see what this actually does for us. Remember I told you guys about that pattern tool a few days ago? And I can go over here to settings and I can go to awaiting and reached. Let's do that one. Actually, let's just do all. There we go. And so we're going to be looking at some patterns as we go through these different time frames, okay? So starting off with here, overall, we're still kind of in a bullish mood. This is kind of one of the reasons that people are still excited about buying Bitcoin, buying altcoins and stuff like that. Despite the hawkish Fed, despite altcoins falling off a freaking cliff, this is kind of why people are still typically buying into it. We all believe in our core that the bull run for Bitcoin is not over yet, even though altcoins are having a really rough time of it. We don't believe that this market is over, okay? Now, at this point in time, you can see this 20-week moving average. That's kind of our support. So if we start breaking down below that, we're probably going to fall back down here towards like $59,000, $60,000, okay? And it's not going to be a pleasant move, but that's probably going to be the next move. Typically, when we do break down below these 20-week moving averages, we typically will just fall down straight to that next level of resistance within, I think it's about 1 or 2 weeks here. So in this circumstance, it was within the 1 week. You can see we kind of consolidated for a while, but basically it took 1 week to get back down to this support level right here. When we had this drop over here breaking down, it took us right back to this old level of support from way back over here in February. And you can kind of see how we find our support levels there. There are some circumstances like this where FTX happened, where we didn't really have a good showing, I guess you would say, of that example. But again, it's FTX, right? Another one right here, we started to break back down below it. This actually did not happen there, but I would say this was still technically in the bull market phase before we had that death cross, or about. So I'm still curious about it at this point in time. But again, still bearish everywhere around. I don't want to take too long to talk about this because we already know about it. As far as the daily charts are concerned, though, I'm going to take off the patterns on, and trend lines on here. I'm going to open this up so you guys can kind of see what's going on here. We still have some of those bearish moves. Bearish, bearish, bearish. The stochastic is starting to moderate just a little bit. This is where you guys start to have a little bit more hope. And you guys can actually see right here. Maybe if I actually were to tame this down a little bit now. Awaiting. We don't need price targets on here. There we go. Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. You can see how some of these things are playing out right now, but really, we're just looking to hold this level of support we've been seeing so far, which is on $64,000. If we start breaking down below that, again, we start heading back down to this support level, 60,000, or all the way down here, kind of around 59,000, which is right here. 60,000, $59,000. I don't like the way the patterns are showing up here. Maybe on the shorter time frames, it might look better. You see. A little bit of a falling wedge right now. We broke down to that rectangle here. That wasn't the best of signs. I mean, I guess you could see that one right there, right? Falling wedge. Let's get rid of it, though. This doesn't feel natural when I look at it. I like to draw everything by myself. But anyway, here's the 4-hour chart very fast. You guys can see the change of characters don't really matter too much on this one because, again, everything's so bearish on the dailies and so much more neutral on the weeklies. You're not going to really be going long during this environment unless you guys are looking for some type of day trade, in which case it is more risky, but there's opportunities for it. But anyway, as we look at the oscillators very fast on the 4-hour chart, you guys can see they're still pretty bearish. Maybe the RSI is getting a little bit better, I would say. Stochastic still has a little bit to go, and so does the MACD here. So I'm not really buying at this point, but I do see the potential for people that want to buy and try that 20-hour, 30-hour method. This is still the opportunity for you guys to do so. The same thing from yesterday. We talked about this literally about 24 hours ago, and the different opportunities you guys may have. So this was what, 1 day ago, right here. Right here as we're falling. I guess it was probably down here. Yeah, probably that's in the worst of it. How there might be an opportunity to swing back up. You can see how he might have come up a little bit, but it really wasn't a lot. Those type of trades are usually what you guys are going to be going after. But I would say, see this right here? There was still a bit more bullish MACD and so forth. So again, little bit more of an iffy situation here. Oh, excuse me, guys. All right, smaller time frames, very fast before I start turning off all this color candle stuff. 1 hour is pretty bullish, as I would see. We broke down right here, but we're just looking to break back above 65,833. If we can do that, then we actually have some breathing room where I think we can get back above $67,000. So if you guys are looking for maybe something more of a, oh yeah, we bottomed out, let me do a daily trade, I might wait to see if Bitcoin does break above basically 65,800 or 65,900. Basically this resistance level right here from the last, what, like 24 hours ago, basically. Last night at 11 p.m. No, 2 days ago at 11 p.m., excuse me. Now, let me get at this stuff for a while here. Not what I'm looking for. There we go. And pull this up here. The dollar index is still getting higher. This is not a good sign for Bitcoin, I would say, at this point in time. I'm not really hoping for anything massive until the dollar index is able to break out, though. Right now, we're at this big level of resistance. We're still managing to hold at this point in time, so I think Bitcoin's looking for a little bit more of a sideways activity. But you go over here to the last 4 hours, and you guys can see, see me the 4 hour chart. I feel like I'm really tired because I'm going blah 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 in my brain right now. I think it's broken a little bit here. You can see over the last, what, 4 days, the market's kind of come back down a little bit as far as the dollar index is concerned. But you look at Bitcoin here, last 4 days, it definitely has not been, productive, you would say. So again, the dollar index is still going up. If you guys want to see something of a large move for Bitcoin on the more positive side here, besides maybe a smaller reversal, you guys are going to have to see if we can start breaking back down to below 105 again. Well, at 105.27, we need to be at 105.03, it looks like, at this point. Unless, let's see, what line was that? That was that gap up line. Those are the resistance down there. Yeah. I mean, you can even move this up a little bit. You basically just want to break down below 105.18, it looks like. And then once that kind of kicks off, we should be able to get a little bit more of a breather here for Bitcoin. Again, well, we don't go back up to like 70,000, something like that, but so we're at 65. We can get back up to $67,000. I think that's realistic over the next few days if we can still keep this train rolling here, or at least slow it down a little bit more. All right, now let me go back over here very fast. I was trying to find news like I always do, and honestly, guys, the news today is just nothing's happening. Everybody's saying the same thing over and over and over again, basically about how the market's going down, the market's going down, the market's going down. There are a few niche stories, I would say, that you guys might want to look out for. One of them is the token struggles, I guess, with the Donald Trump token. There's not too much about Donald Trump as the token itself. It seems like they're having some issues getting on exchanges, so if you guys want to buy it, I guess it might be a little more difficult for people, and it might start to die off if there's not enough new people looking to buy in and go through the swap market and stuff like that. Excuse me, I'm gonna slow things down here a little bit more. I feel like I'm just freaking tired. All right, and going over here to crypto slate. Trump reaffirms the pledge to end Biden's war on crypto at Wisconsin rally. I'll play that for you guys in a second here. Not the video, but just kind of showing you what he was doing. Yeah, but really, not much new news here besides some of those little technical stories. If there's something blockbuster, I'll let you know when it happens. At this point, it's pretty stable. So if you guys go over here to X and you guys search up Bitcoin, you guys are going to see a few different things. What popped up on my screen right now was that Vivek posted, and I think Bitcoin Magazine, this is who I usually look at, not really Vivek. Vivek's kind of a weird guy to me. Justin, Donald Trump says, to further secure America's future and create opportunity for young people, I will end Joe Biden's war on crypto. It's very interesting how he's phrasing it as a war on crypto. I think most crypto people would admit that, Democrats historically haven't liked cryptocurrency all too much. But if he's going to label himself a defender of cryptocurrency, I think he may be able to woo some people over to his side, which in this type of election may make it easier. And long story short, if he feels like he is getting voters from this, he's going to keep on doing it, which he has been. And I think this may in fact make Biden have to make more olive branches of peace to the crypto community over the next few months as we get close to election season. And from what I've seen, there's only been so many bills that have been getting passed in the House and the Senate this cycle, because again, it is election season. And some of them have been crypto bills. Now, the first one that got passed, it was a big one for Wall Street. It got vetoed, so kind of a -1 for Biden there. But there's another one coming through that's not the SAB, which is the one that has to deal with the FTC, and the SEC and kind of who enforces what parts of cryptocurrency. I think if we're lucky, Biden may pass that one. He did put the White House put out a very strongly worded letter against it, but they didn't say they were going to veto it this time. So maybe that's going to be something that could happen. That won't happen this time around. He vetoed it once, or he vetoed a bill once. Hopefully not again. All right. So a couple more things here. Where was it? Now, oh geez, now it's all Trump stuff now. Oh, it's okay. I'll find it a little bit later. Benjamin put out some good data as well, which I thought was pretty interesting here. So let's go over here to the Bitcoin 15-minute charts. I'll kind of see what you guys are talking about here. Then I'll light up my cigar in a few minutes. Loki's around with his little pointy ears. I don't know if you guys see him. Loki, come here. Yeah. So he's here having a good time. Yeah. And hopefully not hurting his shoulder all too much. 3D inverse head and shoulders trying to print on the right shoulder. I'm liking how the daily and weekly stochastic are resetting. That has been very nice for us so far, especially the stochastic. We've needed that a lot on the daily, a lot. Normally, when we actually think about the stochastic indicator here in those times where we have seen some good opportunities, let me just shrink these down so you guys can see what I'm talking about. We are seeing one right now with this. We saw a couple right here with this one. We saw a couple right here, which was this, really resetting around here. Kind of around here, I would actually include this little batch up here. And then we haven't really been this low since post ETF. And I guess all the way back over here in September. Really all this time right there. So it can signal the bottom here if we're lucky. The bad thing is, you know, sometimes it takes multiple days to kind of flatten out, not just 1 day or 2 days. I think we've been here for maybe what, 3 days so far. Potentially we just dip a little bit more, because if you think about this in terms of some of those weekly moving averages at this point, if I were to get rid of all these here, so I don't like to draw, they take so much. There you go. There you go. When you look at some of these weekly moving averages here and see what we've done in the past, you know, sometimes we do break down below them just to come back up. It's not like it's a death, you know, it's a death type of event for Bitcoin. But if we do end up breaking down below it, then you guys might have to wait a few more days before you buy. The way I'm looking at this right now, I don't think we're necessarily going to go all the way back down to like 58,000. I think more realistically it'd be something around $60,000 to $61,000. Maybe we go as high, I mean, maybe we get down to 62, somewhere in that $2,000 range. That might be a better opportunity just for people to start buying up stuff. That's why I'm going to start dollar cost averaging with Fairdesk right now and CoinW right now, and just seeing what type of tokens I can buy up. Because of course, you know, I bought Pepe all the way back down here, right? And it's still high, but there are other tokens out there like a seller where I have my dollar cost average right here. It never actually popped up to go back up again, and now it's at that next level of support, and I might need to add a little bit more to kind of bring the average down just a tad bit more. So I'll figure some of this stuff out with you guys today, because some plays are doing okay, some plays are doing very, very bad, and some plays again are just absolutely like disastrous. Even if you go over here for Solana over the last 30 days, it's down 20%. BNB is still kind of flat, which is kind of nice for the last 30 days. Ethereum's up a little bit because the ETFs, and Bitcoin's down a little bit here. So definitely a bit more of a shaky environment. Definitely something more of a shaky environment. And right now you can see the support for Bitcoin happens to be around $64,000. And hey, Bitcoin will keep ripping. Alts have to do their run too. Oh yeah, it's mostly just for what happens over the next few days. I'm still dollar cost averaging a lot of stuff right now. We're basically just going to see if Bitcoin's able to hold up for the next few hours and try to have a reversal for maybe a couple days at least. Maybe pushing back up here to 67. You can see how there's this order block up here. It's going to be something more of a hard task, because again, the daily charts really aren't there just yet. The daily charts to me say we might have 1 or 2 more days of bad days before we start moving up higher. But I'm hoping, because we are at this old level of support from way back over here, see it extend over. I'm hoping we find an opportunity just to hold on here. You never know how many people are going to get panicked though. Last time we had a rally, we still got knocked back down here, so give it some time. This is not for most traders to be trading at this point. Most of us are just dollar cost averaging. Larry, show no fear. We need meme coins to rip. I definitely agree with you there. After dollar cost average, but then you can hold long. Oh yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing here. Let's go over here with Fairdesk. I mean, here, let me add 50 bucks into this position right now. So just 50. And we can kind of see how this goes down. Let me zoom in here a little bit. Oh, this is already at 200% zoom. That's why it already looks kind of funky. We'll just do 50 bucks in here. Let's see how much that actually goes. With that 50 bucks, I can pretty much buy like 6,000 of this token, which is only like at 2 cents, right? So let's go buy $50 worth. I'm not going to go crazy right now, just in case the market continues to go down, right? But cutting that in half, I think that's reasonable. We'll see what happens later on. It actually still has a little bit of the order left to go. You can see right here, it hasn't been all bought up. Anything else I want to buy? Because you can see it's a lot more red right now, isn't it? I mean, look is down 200%, which means I probably haven't been averaging down on quite a bit of time. I mean, look at this. So many of these tokens I was buying, I was hoping they might rip back up, and I thought I had a pretty good average. But after this horrible Fed meeting, I'm down quite a bit on this one. I mean, look at this. I mean, honestly, for this one, I think I'm just going to add like 10 bucks, not even doing anything crazy. I think what I want to do for here is just move it down a little bit. And then once I see some stabilization on this one, I think I'd be much more happy to buy into it. I don't even think I feel comfortable because I think this could actually go down even further here. And it going down even further, you know, that's some bad places to be. I mean, let me see what other tokens we can look at right here. So, there's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, ADA, Litecoin, TRX, Arbitrum. What actually has a low price at this point? We got Reef over here, Hot, Lever. Do I own any Reef? That's the question. Yeah, look at this. This is a weekly chart here. This thing has hardly been able to recover here. I'll probably skip Reef. I think, well, what was the return so far off this last cycle that we had? So if you're able to buy somewhere just in the medium section, the return was only 200%. That's not really enough to justify like a massive move for me. Those altcoins or those meme coins really had some good moves. So let's probably skip Reef token right now. Hot, did this ever make a comeback or at least stay steady? No, see, this is already breaking down below that too. Yeah, maybe I'll add like 10 bucks into it just to see. But I mean, at this point, it's just because it's going to be so low that it's just kind of a fun thing to buy into. But again, it's $10. It's not going to cost me an arm and a leg. Pepe's up 10% today. That's beautiful to see. I already own quite a bit of Pepe. I'm not trying to average up here. USTC to USDT. Wonder why that's there. CSPR. I don't know. If you guys see any tokens worth buying on here, let me know. Maybe I'll actually just scroll down here slowly very fast so you guys can see. See. And this is not based off of market cap. It's basically the lowest price, the highest price, because usually like to buy some of these lower price tokens. Oh, they put Turbo on here though. It's only been on for like a couple weeks. Oh, it's a tragedy. Oh man, I mean, okay, with Turbo, I made a good amount of money off of Turbo. Oh snap, I didn't make a mistake, did it? Okay, here you go. So I'm looking at this thing and it's automatically at 20x, and I don't want to do 20x, I want to do 2x. I'm trying to be a responsible investor here. 2x Turbo, since it is already kind of high, let's just add 50 bucks to this and see kind of where it goes. I think that's something that I could live with a little bit easier. And if it does start to continue going higher and stuff, maybe I can continue to add more to it. I'm trying hard not to toss too much money today, because again, if I have an opportunity to do some more tomorrow, I'll think I'll be all in for that. IOSTM, let me see. Meme, 1,000 Sheeb. I already own Sheeb, I already own Bonk and some of this other stuff here. What is T? All I can think about is Target. I mean, this is the 4-hour chart. This thing has been annihilated, whatever it is. Usually after some pretty big jumps, it does have some pretty nice pops though. You know, I might just do blind swing trading on this one. And by that, I mean I just buy it and I hold it until it pumps up and then I sell. I'm thinking of doing this just because I don't really know if we're going to have a rate cut before September. And if Bitcoin goes sideways, you're probably going to see altcoins pop off at different times. So let me add $50 to this one here. It's not going to cost me an arm and a leg. Let's go over here to buy. And this is kind of what I wanted to do with things like Pepe. check this out very fast. You guys remember when I bought Pepe way down here, and you see how right now I'm looking at a profit of about 45%, but I could have had a profit of 124%. I'm thinking of this time, I'm going to start adjusting my strategy a little bit with this Fairdesk portfolio. Maybe I'll do it with the CoinW portfolio instead. Maybe I'll do that. It depends. Maybe when they pop off like this and they're just kind of going parabolic, maybe I'll just sell a portion of it, all of it, lock in those profits and reallocate those things to different tokens, and then buy back in once they start to come back down. Because if you guys recall, I started to sell a lot of my stuff back over here on March 7th of the last time we had a big rally. And, you know, I started buying back in here, buying back in. And some tokens had that secondary rally. A lot didn't. So some of the tokens that you guys see down here that may be down like, you know, 40, 50, 100% like ID token, that's because I might have bought at a good price, right? I thought it was, I didn't buy at the highs, obviously. I bought it, what is this, 76 cents. At one point it was up to $1.85. I still bought it at a cheap price. However, it didn't actually have that recovery that I was expecting. So I'm thinking of continuing to hold these ones on. As time goes on and this thing starts to pop off, I'll be there to sell it and take the profit. I'm not looking for life-changing profits, but I'm looking for hundreds of % in profit, especially since I'm going to be holding, you know, 2x of these, right? Let's buy some more of these very fast. Now, how much is, I moved it down a little bit here. I'll be adding more positions, I think, as time goes on. I'm trying not to, again, like, rush all this stuff like this. What else can we buy, though? Pretty much flat fire sale, basically. Or what's actually doing the best today? ENS. What is this right now? It's up 26%. Oh, this daily chart looks completely different than a lot of other stuff. $26. What is ENS, though? Ethereum name service. So maybe what I do for this one here is maybe I'll hold this for a week and I'll kind of see how I like it. Again, I'm not doing any 20x trades. That is insane. Let's just open up a $100 long on this and we'll just keep track of it. Maybe this will be something of a shorter term trade within the system here. Anything is, let me just double check. Nothing's at 20x, nothing's at 20x. Okay, good. Even stuff like over here, like True Token. I'm not going to probably average down into this one, but you can see how I bought it at a low price. It ran up and I didn't sell it because I thought we were going to go much higher. I'm thinking I should start selling off some of these tokens the next time they go up. Again, not this one because it's, look at that. It's already, you know, it's already gone down a lot. It could still go down lower, but you know, who knows. Let's go back over here very fast. So LEDO is up a lot. CRV, combo. What's combo? Most of these tokens that are popping off, I'm not going to buy. So this one is pretty much sideways at this point. Oh, really? So this small move right here is 13% today? Actually, maybe I will buy 20 bucks worth. Not a lot, but enough, you know. 2x. See you. There you are. You can tell I'm being very frugal with my amount of money here. I guess I have like 1,800 bucks to invest in here. I know you guys can't see it. Maybe if I show you this right here. There you go, like 1,800 bucks to go in here with. But I don't want to put everything in at that one day, you know. Maybe the last thing I'll buy here is some World Token. World Token has gone down a lot. Let me just type it in here because I lost it. There you go. It's up 5% today. It's look at this daily chart. It's gonna look so sad. Wonk womp wonk. I mean, again, now I was happy because I sold it. Oh, never mind. I sold it right here, and then it did that. But I bought down here and I sold up here, so I'm still happy with those results. It could have been a lot, a lot better though. I tell you that. So I'll slap down 100 on this one. This 2x leverage, yeah. I'll slap down 100 bucks on this one, and then we'll see where it goes. But I don't know if how much I'm gonna actually buy more of that because it has come down so much, you know. And we'll kind of have some more dollar cost averages as time goes on. Now, as far as CoinW, they're another sponsor of the channel, just like Fairdesk here. With these ones, I don't know. They have different types of tokens, I would say. Now they got the cheaper tokens here. Let me zoom in a little bit more so you guys can actually see the opportunities that I have, like what I can buy. Because what I want to do for this one, this is going to be much more of the active trading. So, you know, we buy low, we wait for it to get high. Whenever it reaches like maybe 10 or 15% after we buy, or more, it can go higher, I guess. We're going to sell and take that profit. And what I'm going to do is start to get more volume so I can do more of those airdrops with you guys. Because the more of you guys that sign up to CoinW, the more airdrops I can do. And the more basically we can just get a bunch of these tokens for cheap. Because like that, what's that token that we're doing right now as far as the airdrop, the jungle one? Jungle Doge, basically. There we go. Now, this thing has a market cap of like at 5 million. I really don't want to go out of my way to go swap for a $5 million market cap token, which is why I'm going to do a little more active trading on CoinW here and trying to do some more buying and selling. But I want to actually check out the website right here. Yeah, this is definitely a meme coin if I've ever seen one here. And maybe it'll be a meme coin that pops during the next cycle. Oh my god, it's Dogecoin natives getting high in the forest? Well, that's not something you see every day. Okay. But yeah, basically you can kind of see this going on right now. You can see this is definitely a meme coin. It's very, very high risk. Might as well trade for it instead of buying it. That's the way I'm going to try to convince myself to have some fun trading. Oh, but it has 508,000 followers. Holy moly. I mean, people are tweeting about it. They are tweeting about it. They are posting it. Okay, I mean, they're liking it, so. I wonder if Twitter actually hiding the who likes, like what you like, if that's going to mean more people like shit tokens or less people like shit tokens. I really wonder. All right, so let me go over here very fast. First of all, I think just for a little bit of sanity, we need to buy some Bitcoin here as a stable factor. What I'm going to do here is back up a little bit though. Limit order, because who does market orders? That is absolutely insane. And let's just do a small order of $50 here. And let's go to a, oops, leverage was 20x. See, I'm always forgetting this type of stuff. There you go, max position. Yeah, we don't need all that type of stuff. So let's go over to $50. I think that's a good starting place for us right here for Bitcoin. Don't show again. Yeah, should be fine now. Must be a pot. Oh, did I mess up something? Let's see. I have to buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. Go. Okay, that was a fast little spike on there too. Now, what else can we buy here? Those doges are tripping. Oh my god, yeah, definitely. But if you guys use my affiliate link and you guys trade on the platform, you get some for free. That's what I've been trying to do, because you guys know I've been looking for those meme coins for a while. But man, when I see a meme coin like that one, I typically don't want to just like go gung-ho and buy into it. I want to find a way to get it for free, because free stuff is always better. Free meme coins are always better. So if we can all get free meme coins, I'm happy with it. Then you guys could either just sell your meme coins or you can hold on to it. I'm going to hold on and YOLO for a while just because they're meme coins. Why not? I feel bad. It's like that horrible feeling. I'd feel bad if it kind of took off without me. But I guess you guys could always scale out and do other stuff. But I know for this one, let me... I don't have the link to it. No, I don't have the link to it. It's on my Telegram. But I shared it with you guys yesterday. You know, per every $1,000 of volume or something like that, you get an airdrop of the tokens after a period of time, I believe. So it's definitely worth it for me, at least. But I mean, I have tons of accounts. Not everybody wants to open up a new account for airdrops and stuff like that, and I totally get it. Let me see what else we got over here. People token, XLM, big time. Anything else that I really like? Forget about the metaverse tokens. Those are out. SEI. I mean, SEI could be something decent here. How's that been doing so far? Here's the weekly chart. Oh, yeah, you know. No thank you. These weekly charts are going to be important. Now, you know, I do see a lot of the AI tokens in here, like Ajax and whatnot. I'm going to avoid those because they are going to be merged up fairly soon, and I don't want them to close the position before I've been able to make a profit on it, if that makes sense, all right? So let me go over here, Jupiter. Oh, this one, oh, Jesus. It's that little flip of an update that comes around and like, damn, this looks bad. Does anything look decent? That's the question here. Let's zoom in a little bit more here so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Whiff. I mean, Whiff is a meme token. It has come down a lot, but maybe there's an opening for this one. I don't know. Do you guys think I should be more involved with AI tokens, meme tokens, or things, you know, the old school like a Matic and ADA and those types of plays? Let me know so I can start buying up more of those tokens. For this one, this is still a... They're always trying to get your lucky charms. My fucking god. I hate when it defaults to high leverage. Every exchange does it because people typically will trade with higher leverages because they're day trading. But for somebody like me, it's a totally different type of ball game. So let's just put 20 bucks into this one with Whiff right now. 20 bucks. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. And then let me see what else. And hey, bro, if you guys can, please make sure to like the stream, and you guys can comment whatever you guys like to, whatever you guys want to. I would say spam the chat, like, share, and subscribe if you guys haven't subscribed already. I always appreciate that. You guys know that. Mask world. DeValue wants some XRP. And hey, Christy, the link, if you wanted to join up with Coinbase, it should be underneath the stream. So if I go over here very fast, YouTube Studio. I gotta find out where the live videos are. There we go. There's so many new things popping off, like podcast sections and all that type of stuff. So we got this one right here. If you go to the description, it'll say CoinW front web invite publicity. So it'll be right here, like right underneath the description. So description's right there. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it'll be right dab there in the middle link right there. And then there's the live trading signals that they've been building up on Telegram. So if you guys want to have like live trading signals, kind of like automated, there's also a Telegram down here. But you have to be part of the CoinW exchange in order to get in there. But it's all underneath my umbrella, I guess I would say. So it's pretty nice, pretty snazzy if I do say so myself. It took a while to get all that stuff together. I'm not good at this type of stuff, as you guys recall, but it's working out pretty well. Anyway, there's a link if you wanted to go with it. The big thing, if you guys want to go over to CoinW and you guys want to deposit maybe just $100, however much you guys want to do, make sure that if you guys are going to put more money afterwards, make sure to test it out and make sure that you like the exchange and all that type of stuff. Don't just go gung-ho because I'm talking about it and put all of your money there. Test it out, see how I like it. If you think it's fast enough, you know, all that type of stuff, then you guys could allocate more funds. I just want you guys to, I'm not trying to be that streamer that's like, go here, go there, go there. My big hype factor for this one is we're going to be getting a lot of airdrops. That's why I've been able to work in with them, those guys. And airdrops with like $5 million market cap tokens, they're very, very high risk, but it's like getting free lotto tickets for just trading your normal trading style, which I particularly like to do. Now, as far as XRP, let's make this a small position. Let's just do 20 bucks into XRP. Again, I got to double check that this is, yeah, the leverage on this one is 50x. Holy moly. All right, let's go over here very fast. Let's just go to 25. I'll do 25 bucks here for XRP. Buy a little bit there. XRP is definitely something of a misunderstood child. I have a lot, but I don't. 40 bucks worth of that. And then maybe one more token here. What's something else that I might like to see here? 40 SSV. TRB. I have been liking TRB, but I'll see. You know what? Bitcoin Cash usually has some pretty crazy cycles, wouldn't you say? So let's do Bitcoin Cash here. Let's do this with a leverage of not 50. Let's go with a leverage of 2. Let's go over here to a flung on there. And then to finish things up here, let's add just a little bit of Ethereum and a little bit of Solana here, because Ethereum, it'll be a good play as far as the ETF that should be coming out pretty soon. I think it's supposed to come out this summer. I don't know exactly the date, but this summer is when it should be coming out. Let's add a $50 position into here. Let's go over here and move this down to a 2x leverage like everything else. Let's not play games with our finances. And then, I mean, Solana's come down a bit. It did have that breakdown, if you guys recall, over here. Boy, it's actually holding right now. It's barely holding. I still think it may fall down here. But let's just, for this one, just add a $20 position with a 2x position right there. And so we have our opening positions here for a lot of different trades. These are mostly going to be stuff whenever it pops up, it starts making some good moves, we are going to sell it. We are not, for this portfolio, going to be waiting for some type of altcoin season. When they're up, and maybe we're up more than 20 to 30%, we will sell them, reallocate to another position, and kind of wait it out. If I add more money to these positions, I could always scale out in the future, and then kind of just be moving money all across. So at the end of the day, the value of my portfolio is going up, even if the value, like, you know, I'm selling off certain tokens, buying more, the overall value continues to go higher here. And we'll be talking about this like daily, semi-daily, stuff like that, just so you guys can keep track of the portfolios. I like doing that for fairness, you know, so I'm probably going to do the same thing with CoinW, just because I like to show you guys, little times can be good, times can be bad. However, you know, eventually things are looking okay. Like right now, all the trades we just opened up a few minutes ago, they're up, but, you know, realistically, they're this is all the meat right now, and we'll see. Like even something like lever, we didn't really buy much lever, but you can see we were hoping it might take a dip and a rip, and it took a rip, but it came down so fast we never actually got the pure breakout there. Isn't that a heartbreaker? But that's kind of where we are. And right now, oh yeah, it's only come down a little bit here, so I think I bought down here. I don't think I bought over here. When did I buy some lever? 3.7. Oh no, I bought this. Yeah, I bought it way over here. Oh, I had so many chances to sell this thing. Yeah, I'm going to change my strategy for this cycle here. I'm going to change my strategy. I had a lot of chances to sell this stuff, guys. A lot of chances, and I didn't take it. So this time we're going to do it a little bit differently. Just a little bit differently. We're going to see how this how this works out. Same with Pepe. I'm going to leave this one open. Maybe it'll come to bite me in the future. But same type of concept here. I have a lot of chances to sell this right now. I'm going to hope that it goes back up a little bit more, and I'll start to sell some of it off. Mostly because you guys can see that in Pepe right now, we do have this like downward trend. Maybe we find an opportunity to break out, and maybe whatever we break out to, I think that'll be fine, because it should do something more like this, and then come back down, and then maybe make another breakout in the future or something like that. But yeah, so those are some of the plays we're going to be looking at. As far as Jungle Doge, I'll keep my eye on it. I mean, frick, those dogs are getting high. So it should be interesting to see how this thing plays out. But I'm just going to get a few, and I'm just going to see where it goes. You know, but in order to get some, you guys have to trade. That's the only thing. So just don't go gung-ho and make bad trades. You know, if you are going to do trading and you want to build up volume to get your airdrops, you're probably going to want to do scalping with, you know, like $100, maybe with 10x leverage. That way, like every time is $1,000 per trade, and that can build up. You guys like to scalp, that way you guys aren't losing too much money. I just don't want you guys to be in a weird position where you feel like you have to trade to get the tokens. It's okay if you don't get them. It's just more of like, again, like kind of a lottery card to have some fun. Hold. Oh gosh. Vote for Trump. Bitcoin mining may be our last line of defense against CBDC. Biden's hatred of Bitcoin only helps China, Russia, and the radical communist left. We want all the remaining Bitcoin to be made in the USA. It will help us be energy dominant. I don't think we're going to have all the Bitcoin being mined in the USA, but can you imagine if there was some way to make tariffs on Bitcoin going into the USA? Oh boy. That would definitely be something more of a hoot. Bitcoin price will continue to be punished until the hash market picks up the some volume. This is why bankers use it to call it drug money. Bitcoin hash ribbons. Oh, they're waiting for that. Well, that would signal something of a move happening soon, though. Bull die printing on Bitcoin, one of the most bullish signals we've seen. Yeah, but that's something more of a cooling off period at least. If we get a reversal off it, I'll be happy. This is 5 hours ago. Last 5 hours, how's Bitcoin's been doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's pretty much kind of the same position. But, you know, again, we're still waiting for that big move to happen with Bitcoin. I'd rather be long right now than short for a day trade. Doge is a good buy too. Of course it is, but I already have a lot of Doge. I don't have any Doge jungle. Oh, man. SEC investigation to Ethereum dropped. Oh, some type of pump. Here's the Ethereum. What did I just chew? Tastes like peanut butter in my mouth or something like that. But anyway, I mean, we did see a pump right here, I guess, but that was about an hour and a half ago, so we may see something. Usually, if I want to, let's see if I go over here very fast. There you go. So this was 20 minutes ago. Just in, the SEC permanently suspends its investigation into Ethereum. That's good news for us. Now, as far as what just happened in that last 20 minutes, this looks like it's right here. So what, 5? So this right here is pretty much what happened right there. So it's not a massive move, but it's a good move here, and that may give us a little bit more of a pump, you might say, for the market, to the market. And some of those tokens that are closely tied to Ethereum, like, you know, the Arbitrums, Ethereum Classics, stuff like that. There we go. All right. Let's go to the 50-minute chart here. Golden Cross coming up, breaking above resistance levels, although they're not the strongest resistance levels, it looks like. Looks like that was it from over here. Yeah. So Ethereum's on a little bit of a roller coaster ride. Let's see what happens here. Same with Bitcoin. There's some opportunities to be said for sure. The sound keeps cutting out. Let me see. I wonder something. Give me a second here. Making sure my CPU isn't getting overloaded. Let me drop some of this stuff. All right. Now. Test. I'm sensing a little bit of lag actually from my streaming software, but it's not taking up much of my CPU and stuff right now. 3%, 2%. The GPU is like 0. Yeah, it's not really a lot right now. I wonder what is with the sound. Maybe I'll close some of this other stuff up just in case here and see how that works out. And then maybe what I'll do is, oh, connection failure, Steam Deck application. Let's smooth this down. Test. Back up. And let's go to configure. It's fine. Let's go to mic. I don't think I have many. Oh, I guess I did some stuff with the bass. Now, what is mixer? Configure? Is that it? There's a tool in here that normally I can change something up, but I don't see it actually. Oh, there it is. The mic monitor, yeah. Well, we'll see. A little bit of a plugin right here. I'll make sure that's plugged in. Make sure all that's plugged in right there. And that should be okay. We'll see how it turns out. But it may just be my streaming, my Streamlabs software. It may be having some issues or something like that right now. Anything else happening with it? I don't think so. Keep me updated, guys. Keep me updated with this one. I'm not entirely sure. And hey, Hero, I'm happy to see you, my man. And hey, LA Takedown. We're having a minor recovery. It's nothing major yet. Ethereum is having a move right now. It's still having a little bit of resistance. It's not a great move, but it's there. Bitcoin's trying to break out and go higher. I think you're on the verge of a short-term reversal, probably back up towards $66,000 to $67,000. After that, we could definitely keep on going down more, but you know that remains to be seen, I would say. Again, but did you see that new Donald J. Trump token launched earlier at 18 billion? Market cap is now at 170 mil. No, I mean, there's so many of these tokens that I just can't keep track of every Donald Trump token. Look at this, Donald Trump wrapped. I don't know. It's not on anything, you know, this Uniswap stuff. I can't look at that stuff. I hate looking at Uniswap. DJT. Save America? That's the only DJT one I can see. That one says the market cap's at $3 million. GCR and Axe just bet 200 million against Martin Shrunky and that that the Donald Trump token is fake. The sheer size of these guys. What timeline is this? Let's see. See. Justin Ham Intel puts a bounty of 150,000 for anyone who can prove the identity of Donald J. Trump token creator. Right? And so source Arkham. So Arkham's putting out the bounty. Isn't this the token that only has 100k liquidity with 200 million market cap? Zach XBT. Oh, Zach could probably talk about it. Does he have a message in here? Hold on. Zach is usually pretty knowledgeable about this type of stuff, I have to say. 59 seconds ago, he makes a post about it. Hey, Martin Shrecky, want to tell us who this wallet is that dumped 832k worth of Donald J. Trump during your spaces and why the address was also a large holder of your other projects, Shoggoth? Oh, Jesus. Hello, Shoggoth.ai, an image generation app. Oh, God. So, yeah. I mean, he's already on top of it. So, it looks like this is one giant rug pull by the guy that, like, hiked up insulin prices back in the day, then went to jail for it. Oh, man. Okay, so, yeah. Probably best to stay away from this thing at this point in time, to be honest. For those who are confused and need additional context, earlier today, Arkham announced a 150k bounty for the identity of the Donald J. Trump creator, or the Donald J. Trump token creator, I guess. 11:49 p.m. UTC, I replied to Arkham saying I submitted the bounty. 11:57 UTC, Martin Shrinky panic DMs me. 12:27 a.m. Martin Shrinky creates his spaces and announces he's the creator of Donald J. Trump token. Gosh, no, the power this guy has is absolutely insane here. Okay, can I go through? Okay, there he goes. So let's dive into this a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Or okay, fine. Open image, a new tab. Let's do it like this. Look at that cheat code right here. So this is from Martin Shrecky. So he screenshotted a post from Andrew Tate. Okay. I like how everybody has low phones these days. Even I have low batteries all the time. Byron called me yesterday to buy in, but it was at 1 a.m. I told my team they woke up 9 hours later. I told Barron to give me the amount of tokens I would have gotten from the buy-in at that time, and I'll pump it, but don't think he can. I know, I just think you can say it's real, and this will be done, perhaps, maybe. Not entirely sure. Between us, please. I have over 1,000 pieces of evidence. I created it with Barron. So, who's Barron? Who's Barron? Who's Barron? Who's Barron? Who's Barron? Does anybody know who Barron is? I'm not savvy with all these scumbags. Yeah, who is this Barron guy? Bro said, please don't expose me, please. Let's see. Isn't this why Beckwith is now taking responsibility for creating the token when yesterday on the first spaces he clearly said it wasn't his? Yes. Farmer Bro for the win. Why did he submit himself for the bounty? What percent of supply does he control again? Let's see. So to get your bounty, they have no obligation to. Also think their team might be asleep. What do you call it? He better get his bounty. He's earned that. I think he should get his bounty off of that one. Okay, so here's another one. Should we expose the insider friends Martin was telling to buy prior to the Mike Solana Pirate Wires post? Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, my God. See, this is crazy. I created this for Trump. News coming out imminently. DJT on Solana. This. Martin Shrenky. So, yeah, I want to see who this is. I think it's funny that the part is Tate is claiming to be worth hundreds of millions and still wanting to grift an insider fake Trump endorsed shitcoin. Retardio. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure what he did is actually illegal too. You can't just be doing shit coins like that. At least I think. I don't know the rules for that type of stuff. But, you know, yeah, definitely going to be in a little bit of some trouble here fairly soon. Shortly after downloading, the victim's crypto assets would transfer from the wallet. Oh, this is a scam. Okay. And this is everything here. Let's see. Good. Okay. Should be fine then. But yeah, it seems there was some stuff going on with that token here. So be very, very, very careful with it. Maybe if you go over here to Donald J. Trump Dex Tools. I'm sure you might be able to find the chart on Dex Tools though, right? I mean, I don't know how many there are. Look how many tokens there are of this. This is a runner that's a wrapped Ethereum. So this one was up and now it's down. Let me see. Is there a way just to search for this? Yeah, there. DJT. Now let me go over here to coinmarketcap.com. DJT. Save America. So it's DJT, but it has like the Wall Street Bets hair guy, I think it is. So that's what it looks like. No. But it can't be that one because when we were looking at the exact XBT post, it was this one. Right? So it's that one. So it's either one of these 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, how many fucking tokens are there? Alright, liquidity is 61 million. It must be this one because it's that one that has the best liquidity on it. So not a lot of stuff happening. It fell down, pumped up, and now it's dying a slow, miserable death. Yeah, the market cap is 148 million. I mean, what was the... Let me see right here. The high was 22 hours ago. Yeah, wow, it was 165% higher a while ago, so it's definitely been dropping off like a rock. Oh, it's down like 65%. Holy moly. Okay, let's hop in here very fast and let's just kind of see some of the trades going on. Stop doing this, Dex Tool. Stop. There's so many places you could scroll here. Let's see. I mean, you got some people selling off some for some Solana. You got some people buying in here. I mean, there's definitely an active market right now. I just don't know who wants to actually buy this stuff, right? I mean, look at that. They're just selling off right now. Holy moly. I mean, I don't even know who wants to toss in a couple $1,000 into this. I mean, look at that. Somebody just brought in a whale like $30,000 right there, basically. But then right afterwards, somebody just sold $53,000. Right, so for all the people buying in, I mean, 41,000. You know, I bet there's going to be some $50,000 one that kind of rolls in here eventually. Somebody is like selling off a large quantity right now. Maybe it's a buying bot or something like that. There's $97,000 buy-in right there. They're trying to save the price, I think, right now. I think actually what we're seeing is they have probably money on the side and maybe some type of way of buying into it, like 36,000, yeah. And it's just being bought up. But you can see, like, let's look at the price very fast. Yeah, they're trying to stop it from going down too fast. That's what's going on. You can only do this with shit tokens, as far as I know. If Bitcoin wants to go down, it must be a massive whale to save it. In this circumstance, you maybe only need like $100,000 or something, maybe a couple 100,000. I don't know. 139,000, 4,000. Somebody sold 25,000. Somebody's selling, buying 26,000. But yeah, wow, look at this. Well, if you want to take that gamble, you guys sure can. We'll keep this on the sideline right here and kind of see what happens. Right now, the market cap is at 147 million. The circulating supply is 10 billion. Holy moly! Looks like when you guys swap for it, you guys are swapping it for Solana. You guys can't see it right here. It says amount, but right here to the left of it. Actually, can I do this? Let me see. I think I set this up so I can do it this way. No, I didn't set up good enough. Never mind. But yeah, so there's a little bit of Solana behind this. $70,000 buy-in. You can try to scalp it in here if you want to. But yeah, whoosh. I just don't know how that's going to work out, guys. When ZPT and Arkham get together, they're a pretty powerful team. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's breaking out right now and it's trying to have like $1,000 plus day here. I've been tracking like 130K buys and sells. Oh yeah, there's definitely some big buying and selling going on. The selling is most likely happening from everybody shilling the product though. So they're probably trying to get all the money out right now. Damn, bro. What, see. Hopefully this permanently rids crypto of Schluck Kelly. Oh, it won't. It won't. It won't. The SEC doesn't really go after influencers for whatever reason. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but they just don't go after those people that shill the tokens and stuff like that. This feels like such a risky cycle. So much instability on the world stage. People are struggling a lot. We will attain... Well, will retail even come in this cycle to a significant degree? Oh yeah, just because retail in general is not the most sophisticated of traders, they come in because there's a sense of desperation where they feel like they need to make a lot of money, or a sense of hope or something like that, and they really just need to make money in a short amount of time, and so they take their opportunity. Most of us here, you know, we typically own some type of crypto for the long term, and so we really get a lot of that benefit there. It allows us to even FOMO in even when we probably shouldn't, because we have so much of that extra capital kind of already in the market where it doesn't matter as much because we know we can sell it for that small amount of profit and we're still making all the profit from the coins we bought a long time ago. Yeah, the botting has been horrible, especially on Solana. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and I'm not a savvy expert on this stuff. I don't understand it to a certain degree, like you know, some professional you might see on TV or something like that, or even some other YouTuber out there. I don't know this world at all, which is again why I told you guys I did a deal with CoinW so we can get free airdrop tokens by trading and not having to try to swap to this stuff. Because again, I might have thought this was interesting, I might have thought this was cool, and I just wouldn't have known any better. Well, maybe not a Donald J. Trump token, but you guys get what I'm saying here. Usually the political tokens, I'm like, probably not going to be going in and doing that type of stuff. This is a spicy political one right here. Okay, hold on a second here. Hello, how you doing? Would you like a little bit of a belly rub there? Oh yeah, you're just a special little doggo. Okay, good. How's your shoulder looking? Good. Good. All right. Let's give Loki a treat here. There we go. Oh, look at you. Oh, yeah. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you're a good boy. Oh, yeah. All right. You gotta move those so I don't roll over your feet when I move my chair. Scoot, scoot, scoop. And now, while we have a minute before we watch the downfall of the Donald J. Trump token, let's light up this tabernacle. What I love about this tabernacle, it's some dude like with a sword, like about to kill another dude on the ground with the sun overhanging it. I don't know what the heck this is. I don't know if you guys can see this. Hold on a second. I'm gonna do this for you guys just because I can. I have all this tech on my desk and I just never really use it, but I'd like to use it more just for the fun of it. All right, so let me show you this one right here. Okay, so here we go there. And you guys can't see that just yet. Voila. Voila. No? Is it not connected? No, it's not connected. Let's reopen this. It's connecting to the camera. Hold on a second here. There we go. All right, give me a second. All right, there you go. Apparently I have to flip a switch on my camera in order to get this tool to work. I thought it was flipped. Let's see now. As Loki's over there. Let's see. There it goes. Okay, so it's trying to work. Fine. It's trying to focus on my face too much. Give it a second. Oh, geez, I went too far the other way. Give it another second. There you go. So, see, it's some dude about to wail with a flaming sword or something on another dude who's laying down. There you go. See, sword, some dude laying down. Okay, that hurts too much to do. But, there you go. You guys get what I'm saying there. I need to figure out how to use all this stuff that I have. Alright. Now, before I get started with this, let's just do a small cut here. I need to clean this thing off. There you go. Now, I do have some matches here. Oh, that's a... This is a little bit more of a stronger cigar, so what I'm going to do to just make my life a little bit easier right now is I'm just going to take off this bottom band and the top band. Well, actually, top band can stay on for a while. Yeah. Just because I don't want to have to deal with it when I'm actually streaming with you guys here, so... That'll do the trick here. And there we go. Back to the daily shit show, which is this token right now. Now, why is this like this, though? I guess we just gotta drag it over a little bit. And is there a way to drag this over? Probably not. Yeah, but anyway, this is the 1 minute. It's basically still trying to, they're trying to make a wall for this token right now. I mean, they're trying at least, you know, we'll see how it happens. It's not really holding up too well, to be honest. There's probably a massive debate going on right now, and this token's probably just headed towards zero. Maybe some dead cat bounces and stuff, but I mean, if you guys really want to trade this, I'd be very skeptical just because the price is most likely going down and you're not going to have an easy opportunity to probably scalp into it. Like if I go over here and I look at the markets for this thing, L-Bank, CoinX, MEXC, Hibit, there's not really many exchanges where you can buy this. Jupiter, that's, you know, yeah, that's Solana stuff, but yeah, I mean, there's not really many places you can try to buy this, and I bet by like the tomorrow, a lot of these exchanges are going to delist it for all the drama that just got posted. They're probably going to be like, yeah, let's close these tokens down here. I mean, but let me go over here to MEXC very fast. MEXC. Now, of course, I can't use MEXC in America. You can see that big O sign that says my IP is not in the right spot. However, I can go over here to futures, and I might be able to just keep track of it on here. So let's go over here to not Solana's hot. Let's go to DJI, not GJT. Oh, it's not even on here. It's not even on here. Maybe in the spot markets. DJT. There it is. The projects in the assessment zone are usually early stage projects launched based on recommendations from community users. The assessment period for projects is limited to a duration of 30 to 60 days. Okay, so the short-term gambles. Oh yeah, this was just launched, looks like 6/18. Oh, it was just launched today on MEXC. Yeah, not doing too hot, is it? Yeah, so again, but I can't trade on here even if I wanted to. I used to have a MEXC account and now it's no more. But yeah, what a day. If the SEC went after scammers, they'd be more behind than they already are in the shit they're supposed to do. Yeah, I mean, There needs to be a whole new agency, I think, for cryptocurrency in general. I think it would just make everything a lot easier. Right now, you're seeing the SEC and the FTC, like, you know, FTCC. Oh, they're just going at it to try to get more and more funding because all they ever care about is more money, because money equals power, right? But yeah, it's just it's a shit storm right now. And hey, real Hunter, real ML Hunter. I think that's how you pronounce it. I have a Romeo and Julieta. I'm going to light up with Michael. They're really good cigars. I thought about lighting up one of my Cubans, but I'm running low on them. I need to start buying some more. I'm actually looking for some Cubans from a friend too, so it shouldn't be too horrible here. Let's see. Cigar, keep in mind, VCs created it and they'll be from there from zero. Yeah, you do have venture funds, as far as I know, that can go into the shitcoin market. I mean, where do you think they get their initial market cap that, you know, starts everything, whether it be $2, $4, $5 million? It can be an individual person, or it can definitely just be, you know, a venture fund looking to make some money. And it doesn't even have to be an American one. I think that's what people think. It's like all happening in the United States. No, it's not all happening in the United States. Excuse me, Jesus. Let's just watch this for a few minutes. It's definitely kind of something that's just interesting to watch. I just want to see it from a different angle, though. I mean, oh, let's just go to the 5-minute chart here. That way you can actually see what's going on. Let's get rid of the volume here. There you go. And you can kind of just see this thing going down further and further and further. Former SEC guy joined Pump Fund as trading directory today. I mean, there's always going to be stuff like that happening, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a weird time. Are they good? I thought they were supposed to be mid, enjoying it either way. Romeo and Julieta, so when I smoke one of those, it's usually in the morning with a nice dark, strong coffee. They are going to be a little more mild to more lighter, you know. I'm much more of a medium to full type of guy. Like the cigar I'm smoking right now is a, here. Tabernacle. I don't know if I can find the exact cigar I'm smoking. Tabernacle by Friend Ocean. David, I got this one, so the David Perfecto. So. Neptune cigar. I mean, I don't know. So this little thing retails for about $12.45. That's not that bad. More expensive than you might want to pay, but it's you know, for a small thing. But you can see it's like full way up here. It's pretty strong. That's the type of flavor I like. 4.68 out of 5. You know, this is all kind of a palate type of thing, though. The draw is good. The appearance is good. The burn is good. Aroma, good. The taste is wonderful. You know, mixed reviews, I would say. I mean, actually, they're really good reviews. Let's see. Yeah, but yeah, so it's definitely a good cigar, but I like mine strong. You know how there's that song going on with, like, I like my whiskey neat or something like that? You know, if you're gonna have a neat whiskey, you want to have something strong with it at the same time. I was at the lounge the other day and I gave a friend a cigar, and geez, Donald Trump token is still going down, and it was an expensive Cuban cigar, and I gave it to him as a gift. But instead of just taking it, he was like, "I'm buying your next drink." So he got me a double of some really nice whiskey, like a 21 year or something like that. I can't recall exactly what it was, but it was good. It was really, really good, really strong, and it paired up perfectly with a much larger version of this cigar. It was fantastic. But yeah, definitely, it was definitely interesting. And hey, Tony, happy to see you, my man. Definitely doing okay. The market's definitely kind of in a weird spot right now. Bitcoin itself is doing okay at this moment in time. We're consolidating, trying to make a run back up towards $66,000 and $67,000. It's going to be tough. Right now is a huge gamble to be buying in, but there's definitely people taking the gamble and probably having a stop loss right now around 64,700, 64,800 looks like, actually. And then from there, they're waiting for that move. For me, because I don't know, I'm much more of like, ooh, they're gonna try to attack my stop loss. I honestly might just have my stop loss down here, buy right here, and then just wait for a move to happen sometime next 24 to 30 hours. Again, you're gonna hold for like maximum of 30 hours, but once it has that pop and it starts heading back over here to like what, 65,900, I probably would do a little bit of a selling off right there, then another sell off up here at this next little block that kind of extends out there. So I'd be selling here and here, basically those two things, nice and easy. However, that's still kind of a gamble, but that's the trade you guys would be doing at this point in time. Yeah, that's the trade. I wouldn't have my stop loss right here. It's just too tight for me at this point in time. The way Bitcoin's been going, I can definitely see it try to come back down and back up. And the stop loss would be at about 0.6%. This stop loss is at like 1.8%. 2% stop loss, that's not necessarily a really bad thing if you ask me, so we'll keep track of it. Right now, we're just kind of watching this Donald Trump token free fall, and we're watching the bots try to save it. Somebody just sold off 55,000. And again, the people that are probably selling off $55,000 are not retail investors. They're probably people like Andrew Tate, that Shrunky guy. Those are the people that really got in early, and they bought when the market cap was basically, 0 or 1 million, or they had the tokens before it launched, So, every time somebody buys, it's basically just being used for these guys to sell off. Because if you do a transaction here, transaction there, it does add up to a whole bunch of money, right? If you see this guy selling off 4,000, 6,000, 2,000, within like 5 minutes, that's probably like 50,000 bucks if he keeps on going, and that's only like one trader. There's people buying in, of course, but I think that's a bot or something. I don't know who wants to fucking buy into this shit show right now. Yeah, maybe somebody does, but if you are, be careful. Oh, this went out. See, I talked too much. That's okay. Oh, don't go out. Stay lit for me. Stay lit. Oh. There you go. That stays lit. There you go. There we go. All right. And it's still going down here, guys. Whoosh. Just had a bite of chocolate before and it's pairing well. That's also a good way to go there. One of my friends, he's much more of a bougie guy than me, but he'll do a bar of chocolate underneath his espresso press. He has one of these things that has a handlebar, a little more fancy than mine. You do the press, espresso gets melted into a nice, the chocolate gets melted into the espresso with a little bit of crema on top. Just the crema from the beans, not the not cream inside of it. And then with there, he'll pair it with a it's a Cuban Quai de Orsay. I particularly don't like the cigar Quai de Orsay. It's a very, 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 very light cigar. Let me see if I can find it here. I butchered the name. There you go. Quai de Orsay. These ones right here, they're very, 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 very light. And then he'll smoke it with that, and it's a very good pairing. I don't like the flavor. I don't like anything about this brand. I don't like anything about it whatsoever. The draw is okay. That's about that's about it. But yeah, but the coffee thing isn't bad. Oh yeah, look at the bots going to action. Oh my god, 40,000. Holy shit! Look at all these buying. 8,000, 4,000, 11,000. 13, 11, 16,000, 69,000, $24,000, $41,000. I mean, bots are coming in strong, and then all of a sudden the sellers just come back in here. 13,000, 107,000, $88,000 rolling in here. Oh, there's actually a button right here that says Hide front-running bots. Oh, it only says there's 2 of those. I think there's more bots in here, but maybe front-running bots are not what I'm thinking they are. Then all of a sudden the cells come rolling back in here. Let's see if it's going to be able to bounce. Because look at all the buys are coming back in again. Oh, this is a interesting little trade we're watching right now. Bear flags everywhere. Yeah. Burn, baby, burn. F Tate 2. I mean, yeah. I mean, really. What do you call it? I mean, Tate's already dealing with some issues, but I feel like Europe has more. Like, remember, America has tried to pass a few laws. We've tried to do some stuff, but typically Democrats have been trying to block a lot of that stuff as far as crypto regulation is concerned, because it's not like they don't like it or they hate it or they love it or something like that. It's mostly they just don't want it to exist in the first place within the country. I think they're evolving in their stances right now, and I think they're open right now to having it in the country, and right now they're just trying to figure out the regulatory body. But that the way they slowed down the system a little bit, you don't have that in Europe, and so Europe does have a lot more laws regarding crypto, same with Singapore, Dubai, and stuff like that. And so I think this thing is much more frowned upon over there than it is over here, I would say, from a legal perspective. On a cup and handle pattern, at what point does the handle negate it as if the handle retracts over 50%? Yeah, it's usually over 50%. For me, it's usually like 40% though, because the 50% move is pretty drastic. If I were to draw this here for you very fast. So you got this cup, 50% is basically like right there, right? And then it comes back up and breaks out. I might as well just wait for that breakout instead of dealing with this type of stuff. Typically you can buy in here, but the way I look at it, this is going to be a change of character, right? CHOCH. That's going to be a change of character right there. I might as well just buy there, make that trade, sell right here and be done with it. You can make more money if you buy during that handle. I'm just, sometimes I'm afraid the handle is not going to work out in my favor. Can I remove drawings? There we go. But yeah, that 50% is a good mark to have usually. For me, I'm just a little bit unorthodox, and I probably use something like a 40%. Dan, that sounds fine. That's a very, very good way to have a cigar. Now my patio is pretty dirty right now because I have to sweep it up, and I put a whole bunch of trash bags out there. Like I took out a whole bunch of old clothes and stuff, so it's on the back, and basically I'm backed up with like garbage. So I think I'm gonna either have to go do a garbage dump, or I'm gonna just like keep on doing garbage every week type of stuff. But anyway, once my patio is clean again, I'm gonna start drinking my morning coffees out there. Normally I don't smoke in the morning all too much. I typically smoke in the evening like I am now. For instance, tomorrow at this time I'll be at the cigar lounge just relaxing and chilling and having a good time with some buddies. But for now, I'm not going to a cigar lounge on a Wednesday. What is it, Wednesday? It's Tuesday. I'm gonna go on a Wednesday. Trying to learn some random TA. I'm looking at the 1 minute of Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, what I would say is a good place to go for basic patterns and stuff. You can either go through YouTube and look at different tutorials and stuff like that. I'm going to be making more tutorials as time goes on. I have a few already in the works. We're going to start with basic pennants and stuff and head and shoulders, probably like 1 a week, maybe 2-5 time. But Investopedia will usually have a decent breakdown of everything. And then if you really want to just get more technical into it, go to Investopedia I don't know if you have multiple monitors like I do, or maybe a laptop and a monitor, so you have like just multiple things to look at. Or if you have one and one, just one is fine too. You could have one monitor looking at Investopedia, kind of doing research, and then one monitor actually going with ChatGPT. This could be 3.5, 4, 4.0, what are the 4.0, whatever it is. And you could actually be asking it questions live, like saying, hey, I don't know what the retracement level is. Can you tell me what's a good one here? And then you can kind of bounce ideas off of it, kind of learn more in-depth stuff. And that's always a good way to go as well. I think ChatGPT is a great resource for those people who want to have a conversation with the tool. But sometimes it can be kind of hard. Funny enough, the market cap's gone from like 150 million market cap since we started watching this down to like 128. So it's down quite a bit just in the last few minutes. These people are selling this shit off like crazy. So you're seeing the whales dump basically, and you're seeing how whales dump in real time. They don't just make it go all the way down, right? They don't make it just go straight. Whoop. No. They're slowly selling it off, letting some buyers come back in and some buying bots, I believe. And then they're continuing to like sell off a little bit every minute and a half to 2 minutes. You see all these sell orders coming in? When you see something large like 26,000, again, that's not some dude that just, you know, tossed his life savings into this token is cashing out of fear. In some instances, yes, that's the case, but in the majority of them, it's just like this is Andrew Tate selling off stuff. This is Martin selling off stuff. Everybody in that initial group, they're selling off stuff right now. Probably because they realize they have to pay for some legal fees coming up. So, you know, we'll see. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's still holding on strong here, I would say. Looks like this cup and handle might actually play out on the 1 minute chart for Bitcoin. Oh, I see it right there, yeah. I mean, yeah, it hasn't come down 50% as far as I can see. You're still looking okay. There's a small change of character right there too. And one right there. Ooh, the minute chart's actually printing out some nice plays right now. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That one wasn't too good actually, but that one worked out. That one worked out. That one didn't. That one worked out a little bit. Yeah, well, printing out some nice little plays here. That's interesting. More of a scalper's dream, but you better be having some high leverage if you're doing this type of stuff. So this could definitely be a cup right here. And what you could do usually if you wanted to like find out the easy way, there's this thing called a long tool. All right. Actually, let me embed it. Let me just do this very fast. You can go over here and measure from top to bottom. That's 1.05% or $678, you know? So that's what, 39? Something like that, perhaps? I don't know. There's a calculator for that. There's ChatGPT for that. And this fell down about 322. So it's pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. But we'll have to wait and see if it actually does have a little bit more of a breakout there. We can kind of watch on the 5 minute chart. Momentum is okay. Momentum is okay. Yeah, there's an opportunity for it to definitely break out here in the short term as far as Bitcoin's concerned. What's my blue line underneath the green 21 MA? So the green is going, no, these are not EMAs. These are just your regular moving average. This is a 20, a 50, and a 200. The yellows are going to be 200s, the blues are going to be 50s, and the greens are going to be 20s. EMAs, I think, are much better for day trading rather than swing trading, in my opinion. I do know some people like Benjamin that use them every now and again for the weekly charts, but personally, I've always just enjoyed the basic moving averages. On TradingView, they call them something very funny. They call them simple moving averages. I actually have ones that are so old before they did the update where they actually just are moving averages. So this is a moving average. This is a simple moving average. Why did they change the name? I don't know. But if I delete this, I'll never be able to get it back. Never. So I don't do too much stuff with it. I wonder actually if I do this all chart pattern, will it actually show up as a cup and handle here? Rectangle. Okay, I can kind of see that working out. But it's not even registering the cup and handle here, which is interesting. Maybe because of the speed at which it came across. 5 minute chart. Top 1, top 2. Rising wedge. Yeah, I wonder why it's not registering there. Maybe just, yeah, that angle was a little bit too much for it. We'll see. You are more of a rectangle right now too, so let's get rid of that very fast. 15-minute chart. Kind of let this sit out for a couple of seconds here. LOL, the 1 minute. Oh yeah, the 1 minute chart's always fun. Andrew Tate, yes, Andrew Tate, yeah. It looks like there was a bunch of people doing some scam token together, or they're pumping up a token and not telling you that they own a large chunk of the token, so they're using you guys as X liquidity. I don't mean you guys, I don't know if you guys bought it or not, but yeah. And Zach XBT, as we were just looking at, he just posted like literally like a few seconds ago, already talking about all this type of stuff here. So it looks like they're not even that good at hiding the information. So lots of transfers going in. I don't read this stuff. I don't understand this stuff. Honestly, I just don't. but you can see he got like 207,000 USD tokens, 312,000 USD tokens, 312,000. You know, he's moving some out right here. This is $15 million worth of tokens being moved. That's $832,000 being moved. You know, there's a lot of activity on this wallet. That's something that the SEC might be looking at quite a bit. But he posted this a few hours ago, and I just want to see what's going on, because he said, should we expose the insider friends Martin was telling him to buy prior to the Mike Solana Pirate Wires post? I'd like to see who these people are. And why hasn't he done this? I want to see. But he hasn't posted yet. Another insider bought a large amount of DG Trump Coin before the post and made more than $1 million with a cost of only $9,400, right? So for $9,400 turned into $1 million. Now, do you understand how that person, once they're at $1 million, can keep on? Where's it at? Oh, there's. You can see how they keep on selling. Oh my God, it keeps on going down. You see how they can keep on selling and selling and selling? Because they bought down here. And even if they spot right here before the pump, that move, even now, is still 128%. When they were selling more actively, that was like 1,000%, so forth. You know, so the moves can be very, very, very lucrative, very, very lucrative. Right now, they're just like squeezing out the last little bit. You can see somebody panicked and sold a lot right there. This is how you know it's a whale. Poof, you know, bought back up some stuff. But right now, definitely this thing is, it's dead. It's dying. It's no more. We'll keep track of it though, just because, you know, a story like that is crazy. I mean, Andrew Tate, Martin, whatever that fucking last name is, them all doing this type of crooked stuff. Whoosh, you gotta believe that's a crazy time, you know? You can get it back. Just click on the right indicator name and save everything to text file. If you need it again, just open up the Pine Train View. Oh, thanks. That's actually interesting right there. Yeah. Can you change the value of your MA to see if they are the same? What do you mean by that? I mean, like, they're all the 20, like all the green ones are going to be 20s and stuff like that. It's just a while ago, like if I go over here to moving average. So if you go over here to technicals, I know it's hard to see. Sorry about this. Let me go over here like 200. Yeah. So they have a moving average, like MACD, you know. Then they have moving average simple. It used to just be called moving average. I don't know why they added the simple in here. You know, simple moving average. I don't know. Let me just type in. Moving averages. Yeah, there it is. Moving average MA. Oh, this is just, okay, this is something totally different. But there's scripts there at least. Yeah, but now they don't have that anymore. There's a lot of stuff in here, but most stuff I don't use, like moving average simple, yeah, MACD, sure. Multi-moving average is a forecast. I tested that out. I didn't really like it all too much. I mean, I got a lot of stuff on the favorites. You know, super trend, the stochastic, chart prime, Lux algo, multi-moving average, Chris Moody type stuff, Lazy Bear. I'm a big fan of Lazy Bear stuff, actually. He makes stuff that's pretty reasonable and it's not too crazy. There we are. Bitcoin better hurry this up. I want to see a big pop. Andrew Tate didn't have much to do with this except for the Martin guy in his DMs. What do you call him? Tate just burned 150K live the other day on of Daddy Token. Oh, Daddy Token. Daddy Token. My God, there's a whole bunch of crazy names for these types of tokens. But you know what? Meme coins are meme coins. They'll have some fun with it, I guess. But I think as tomorrow rolls in, Zach XBT will have more posts to make, right? I think he'll have a lot more to look at, you know, like he follows all these people, so I would assume the people that he follows in part are people that he's looking at, you know what I mean? He's building reports on, because like Let me see. Cold-blooded chiller. I mean, this doesn't seem like somebody that I'd probably trust in the market. 281,000 followers, running Waddle Pengu Rune. You know? Yeah, I don't know who this is. But basically, you know, he'll probably tell you some token. He'll probably own a small amount of it, and we'll see. Wolf, Clean Spark. So these are a whole bunch of tokens that he owns right now, perhaps? Yeah, so he probably owns small positions in each of these, and he's pumping them up and going to sell them later on. But these, I think, are stocks. These are not crypto companies. He thinks there's going to get a lot more money for the energy sector. That's interesting. Oh, poor Trump token. I'm wondering if it's going to bottom out or not pretty soon. Bitcoin looks like it wants to pop, though. Makes money off lost women, young women, too, apparently. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Arlake, happy to see you. I'm not even going to go there. That's what people want you to think, the real MFer. What do you call, you know, whatever your thoughts are, don't let it get to you, all this type of stuff. It's just going to be interesting to see what comes out from Zach. Right now, I think if you're looking for somebody to be upset about when it comes to the Donald Trump token, it's, I can't pronounce his last name, but that's his name. His name is Martin Shrelucky. I already don't like this guy, mostly because he's the guy that raised the insulin prices like 1,000-fold. And then, you know, he went to jail for it, thank God. But yeah. Oosh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's go Bitcoin at 65,000. I mean, we're already at 65,000. Oh, you want to see 65,500? I see what you're talking about. I'm hoping that Bitcoin can get back up here to 66,000. Let me get rid of maybe the RSI and the stochastic just for now. Actually, no, let's just keep them up. It's okay to see all that type of stuff. I want to see us get really back up here towards boom ba doo. There it is, $66,000. I want to see us get right up there. Would be a nice day trade to swing up there. There is some resistance right here, but I think there's an opportunity for that type of play. It might not happen immediately because this is a 15-minute chart. It may take some time. Oh, wait. So he just reposted something. Took this screenshot before the chat purge. Same guy. Safe guy. Ooh. Rose purge complete. Oh, okay. So, okay. Let me do this for you guys because I just hate not. No. Open image and new tab. There we go. Purge complete. Donald Trump spent $71 Solana. What's up? How'd you guys get invited? Oh, Martin. Yeah, Martin says, we'll never deem you first. He's my guy. Okay, cool. Interesting. Sorry, I'm going to take this little wrapper off. Alright, so... yeah, so Martin's involved. I don't know who the CWR type of guy is, though. Verso. I don't know who these people are. I have no idea who these people are. I want to figure it out though. So okay, well he retweeted this. Is he going to post? LOL, he's my guy. Who? Here. Who are these people in the and not the chart? Jeez, I'm brainwashed right now. In the chat besides Martin. Yeah, I'll just ask that. and maybe he'll reply. He's usually pretty good. I've DM'd him a couple times. He's pretty chill. I DM'd him before he was very, very popular. I feel like nowadays my messages would get lost in his many people saying, hey, look at this, look at this, look at this. So I'm not necessarily a friend of his, but we've chatted before. He seems chill. All right, so we'll come back to that in a second. Maybe he'll answer my question. Maybe, or somebody else will. I am interested in hearing more about this type of stuff. Let's go back over to Bitcoin and wait for this breakout to occur. Can you load up a new SMA and set to 5 with the MA value to check if they are the same? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, hold on a second here. Let me... Does this one have MAs too? Those are all SMAs. Let me do it on this one so I don't really mess with the one I'm looking at right now. So let's add this indicator to entire layout. There we go. So, bloop, bloop. Let's turn this to the color yellow, green, something like that. Yeah. So, yeah, they're the exact same value. So they just changed the name, not the settings for it. I just don't like looking at SMA. I really don't. Moving average means moving average. MA moving average. Simple moving average is not something. I have never even heard of simple moving average before. So it just doesn't. My brain doesn't vibe with it. Maybe it's my ADHD or something like that. I think it's probably just that and me being a little bit like a little autistic-y. But I'm not used to seeing something called a simple moving average. Let me go over here. I didn't spell that right either. Investopedia. Simple moving average. There it is. What it is and what's the formula. Now, is this going to be different from a moving average? Or maybe moving average is just such a basic term that it encompasses more things. Now that I'm looking at the title, it actually says SMA. Maybe I'm wrong about it. Yeah, because this one says simple. Oh, it did say it for a second. It said like simple versus exponential. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, SMA assigns equal weighting. So yeah, same thing. So maybe moving averages encompass simple moving averages, exponential moving averages, triple exponential moving averages, excuse me, and double exponential moving averages. Maybe that's all part of the moving average tree, but I just call regular moving average, like I call some moving averages. Then I have my EMAs, like your exponential moving averages. You got your DEMAs, double exponential moving averages, and your TEMAs. All the differences between those, though, I mean, I'm sure you know this, is just the sensitivity they give to the way they weight they weight the previous price action of whatever token or asset you're looking at. I used to have actually on my charts here a long time ago. Day trends, gold, ChatGPT testing, 5-minute scalps, slide GAN fib with X. I mean, these are some really old things. Yeah, really old GAN fans I don't even in use anymore. When did I even make these? I made these back in like 2021. Like, yeah, way back over here. Holy. Well, did it work on the monthly charts? No, it didn't even work on the monthly charts. I mean, a little bit. I mean, yeah, a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Let me see. But there was one in here that had everything. It had the moving averages, double exponential moving averages, exponential moving averages, and it had the TEMAs there as well, the triples. Bitcoin signals, YouTube diamond. I don't have good names for my stuff sometimes. What's this one right here? Was this something with Tesla back in the day? No. Was it something with Bitcoin? No, I must have deleted everything, or this did. Daily streams, NOS, Lux work, 5-minute scalps. Work. Let's check out this old work one. Oh, the things are out of date right here. They have little warning signs. Access error. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't even have access to those anymore. Anything else here? GPT. Gold. Prime. Gold. I mean, yeah, they did lead to some good trades, I would say. Yeah, those were nice little swings. Nice little swings. Yeah, I mean, gold swings still work out pretty fine. Thank God for that. I haven't traded gold in a hot minute, though. This is just a basic strategy, though. You're looking for breakouts plus momentum. Not even change your characters, because gold is a little bit different. But gold's still going higher for the most part. Maybe it'll have another breakout soon. Let's get out of that one, though. How's the D token doing? It's stabilizing a little bit. Somebody replied, Baron and one of Shukula's insiders. Oh, okay, here we go. Who is Baron? I feel so lost. There you go. Yeah. So I want to figure out who this Baron is. Like, is it Baron Trump? Like Trump's son? I don't know. Because if it's Trump's son, you better know the media is going to be hopping all over this once they understand what cryptocurrency is. All right, there we go. Can you explain how to read the MACD? I can explain it in a simple way, but I highly recommend you watch a full YouTube video on it. It's a lot easier. So typically with MACDs, you're kind of looking at momentum. Same with a lot of the oscillators that we check out. God, I'm clicking on all the wrong buttons here. Okay, there we go. So typically, you're looking at this. You'll see a blue line and an orange line. When the blue line crosses over the orange line, it typically will tell you that momentum is shifted back into more of a positive position, where you're looking to do more longs during that time frame. It doesn't mean you just go buy and you kind of just hold. It means you're looking for more buying opportunities and selling opportunities. That's the way I look at it. You can see over here when we went from buying zones to selling zones, that really kicked off right here. Let me extend this line up here a little bit more. And this was much more of an active time where you might be looking to short rather than actually going into doing more of a buying. Or you can think of it as like, hey, I bought way back over here during this last bull market little push up. This is going to be a good opportunity to start scaling out. So you buy right over here, you sell over here. You're not selling at the top, but you still sell at a good point, so you're still making a profit. And then you kind of just wait for the next opportunity to start buying back up. In this circumstance, you had one more over here, and you saw how it told you like, hey, momentum is shifting. It wasn't the best play because, again, everything was still overall bearish like some of these other plays. But generally, it was like, oh, okay, momentum is shifting back a little bit. And if that momentum is shifting back, you can say right here, maybe you might be looking to do some type of day trading here with longs. Again, those ones wouldn't have worked, obviously, but you still would see that signal working out for you. You see another signal right here, right, where things are getting a little more bullish. Right there, you see how it kind of eventually pumped back up here with a change of character, still going strong. You might have bought there with another buying signal, if you will. That was a very, very, very basic way of looking at it. There are lots of ways people use it, but yeah, that's one way right there. I pair it with a stochastic indicator and an RSI myself, and I have my own strategy on it. I'm trying to think if anybody actually has a good MACD tutorial that I know of. Most people have different types of MACDs, like the Impulse MACD. Like there's a tool out there called Impulse MACD by Lazy Bear. Looks like this. A little bit different, but it's showing you a few more different things, I would say. But to learn about this one, what I would do is go over here to the Impulse. Why am I not spelling today? Impulse. There's a little button right here. is like read more basically. Click on that and it'll show you bar colors, the different ways. Yeah, I didn't even talk about breakouts and the different trends overall. Jeez. It'll show you a lot more, you know, and I'll maybe give you a little bit of an explanation here. Like the impulse MACD is a modified MACD formed by filtering out the values in the MA range region between the MAs and the high-low, thereby reducing whipsaw typical in the sideways market. This is usually plotted as a histogram. This also plots the traditional histogram MACD signal to help in finding entries and exits. Use this like a traditional MACD, zero line crossing, or signal crossing. I'm much more of a signal crossing, not a zero line crosser myself, but that's because I want to be able to trade more during those more volatile times. Oh geez, this is so zoomed in. But yeah, it's better to like look it up on YouTube or find a dedicated video because I'm not the best at explaining this type of stuff, unless I'm making a tutorial on it. I mean, yeah, because then there's a whole different thing. It's escaping my mind. Divergence. We don't even look at divergence anymore. We should probably talk about that sometime. Yeah, maybe we should talk about some divergence. Right now, there's not really much divergence happening. Not much divergence happening at this point either. Maybe some hidden divergence. What's that tool? Divergence for many indicators version 4. I think that's what it's called. Oh, there it is. See, this is why I star some stuff up. Yeah, there's not much divergence. There's some divergence here. A little bit right there, not really a lot. And this one is probably more informative. That one was pretty informative. That one is 2. Oh, this is dying out on me. I gotta relight it. But let's see. Even on the 1 hour chart, we're seeing something special, I would say, right? Yeah, well, I mean, we're definitely seeing some more divergences kick up right now. I will normally put this up to a minimum of 2, though. Pivot period, no. Minimum number is 2. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is actually probably add in the hidden ones too. Regular and hidden. There we go. So you get a few more. This is an hourly chart, so you're going to be doing much more short-term trades. How's the 4 hour looking? Yeah, it is pretty decent. You might want to backtest this to make sure the settings are actually showing up on time, though. That's the only concern I have with some of these. Like, let's replay this very fast. And then let's go over here to auto. There we are. And let's just go over here to maybe 3x speed, maybe? Kicked off there. See how it's moving? I don't like when it moves like that. But typically it's not moving all too much. You can see it's not doing it a lot. And this goes into that 20 hours to 30 hours I was talking about. 16 hours, 20 hours, 1 day, a little bit longer, you know, if you wanted to hold a little longer than that. But typically, there's a big level of resistance. Why would you think it's just going to break out above that? One right here, that one took a little bit longer, but it's working at least right now. That one didn't work. You see how it kind of went away right there? So that one didn't work. Again, why would you short into support? You know, but again, you're going to have to use a lot of your own knowledge to kind of balance out some of these signals that you get with divergences, MACDs, and other types of tools, which is why I use change of characters to make things a little bit easier. I would say, yeah, it's working pretty well so far. Go. Let's get out of here. That's too much stuff on the screen, though, so I typically won't do it. Although, if you want to put it back on there, you can actually go to a tool in here. Show only last divergence. So it'll take everything out except for the last couple. So that's kind of like saves you from seeing all that clutter. So like if you were looking to make maybe your own chart setup, you might be looking at something like this. Let's just create a new layout. Channel, test, cigars time. Okay. So let's say you're not going to have moving averages here, you're not going to have volume. But in theory, you could do something like all chart patterns. And then you could have divergence for many indicators. And then you could just have your typical smart money concepts one. You could adjust your chart patterns to not have so many. You have all with no price targets because I hate price targets. In progress, yes. And then, maybe not, that's too many. Only awaiting. And then what I would want to do for this one is, oh, that's fine. Have this be set to 2. Regular and hidden, maybe set to 3. Just so it takes off a little bit more. There we go. Daily, and then have the smart money concepts and take out the order blocks. I mean, order blocks are fine, but we just have to have like 3 of each. Not too many. Normal. Normal. I don't think you need to have colored candles, but it may. Well, let me double check this. So let's go over here and let's set this up to 28 maybe. Yeah, a little bit easier to see. So you can see top 1, top 2. Change your character right here, which is more of a selling activity, but you do see some resistance up here, maybe telling you to kind of short up here towards the top. That's probably something you could have seen. So let's play this back, something on a 15-minute chart very fast. With no oscillators, And then let's go over here to, let me show last divergence. Let's do a little bit of a fun time here. Okay. So you have a falling wedge right now. Oh, these patterns are a little bit too big, aren't they? Okay, well, that's fine. But you can see that falling wedge basically, right? A lot of sideways action happening. This is more for scalping. It looks like scalp. Maybe it's just in a sideways market. But it still hasn't broken out of this one. You break out right there. It retests the support. If you can kind of imagine that line coming back down with a little bit more of a divergence, maybe you're much more likely to buy in there. You know, something like that. But I mean, the first trade you would have done would have been right there. Not anything down here, because that was just trash to try to trade a sideways market. I don't like sideways markets, if you guys know, but that's just me. Now, you're probably, if you buy right here, you're scaling out right there. You're scaling out right here. And I guess one afterwards, you might be scaling out right there. Okay. I'm the type of guy that buys here, scales out here, and maybe I'll have a little bit left off, but I typically get out sooner than later. It hit right there too. Comes back down. Resistance level up here. You see the order block came back down. Some selling opportunities. That's a big, hey, red flag. Now we just wait for the next pattern to show itself. And again, nothing's really happening right now. You're seeing scalping opportunities, scalping. But again, you had this right here as a buying opportunity right there. But we had no divergence kind of popping it up afterwards, except for there. That maybe lasted a little bit of time, but by then the trade didn't really work out. Change of character, yeah, so I don't think it'll be that good for a 15-minute. You might actually have to push this up to an hourly trade or something. Look at that. See, that shows you a little bit better, doesn't it? But I don't like how long it's taking to move on to the next actual pattern here. And now it's starting to show off some other stuff, but still not stuff that's all too useful. But a triangle here, because we don't actually break out, right? The breakdown probably matched up, but you see how we had that support right there? That was a bad signal. It adjusted, so I'd still have the oscillators on here to kind of help you out a little bit more. Doesn't seem like the best strategy. This is why you backtest stuff. Yeah, and it still moves over. Oh no, it's giving me the last two. Never mind. It's not moving so much as giving me the last few. Okay, that's my bad. Oh, let's move that back over here. But I'm sure you can kind of fine tune it to your personal strategies. I think that'd be the goal for this type of stuff here. Oh, actually, that's the $66,000 level of resistance I want to get to. In Bitcoin, it is trying to pop off right now. That is some good news for us here. Let me relight this very fast. And don't die on me now. Might have lit that one a little bit too much. Right. Quick little check. Hey, we're seeing a little bit of life in here. I mean, somebody just sold 22,000 bucks off though too, so you're definitely seeing some selling off. Definitely. All right, let me just do a quick little check right here. Oh, so it is Trump's 18-year-old son. Oh. Should I sell this information to MSNBC? I know they would love to go after him. CNN, Bloomberg, CNBC. I'm breaking the story here, guys. I'm not really breaking the story. Zach is, but I could sell the information. Although I doubt. There's probably some CNBC reporter that knows this. But yeah. Damn. Isn't that crazy? Zach is going to be going up against Trump. It's going to be a... no, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but that's just crazy. Absolute badness right now. Is ADA a good buy right now? Looks like a bullish divergence on the daily. The news has been bullish lately too. I wouldn't focus so much as the news as Bitcoin trying to have a reversal here. I think it's an okay opportunity to buy, but it's a short-term opportunity, not a long-term run right now. When I think of ADA, I think it's something that you probably just want to buy a little bit in when it's like down quite a bit and you just kind of hold on to it. You don't really do too much dollar cost averaging. You kind of think about how much money you want to invest, and then you just kind of top in like $500, $400, 2x leverage, $100, something like that. And you just kind of wait it out and see where it goes. But for most people, I'd say it's probably just worth buying the actual spot token, moving it off the exchange into a cold storage, and then just kind of like letting it sit out there, unless you have some way to stake it and you believe the exchange will stay up and running through maybe a bear market or something. And I think, you know, you can do that. But for me, ADA has just definitely not been hitting the spot for long-term holding. So a short-term trade, yeah. Long-term, you know, it's been a little bit more of a pain. I'll tell you what, same with the XRPs of the world and things of that nature. Poncho would say ADA is one of the only projects actually trying to build something. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of the same way with I hang out. I like hang out with what's that token? Tron, and Bitcoin's looking to make a move. But if I go over here to Tron, monthly chart of this sucker, you know, there you go, monthly chart. It's still doing very, very well. I like Tron. They're at a lot of the expos around that I go to, so yeah, they're really just chill guys. When I showed you some of those pictures, I was hanging out with the Tron guys because I just saw them at the expo. I was like, hey, you guys are chill. Want to go party? We partied. Gave them a couple cigars. No business. They do not pay me for anything. They're just chill guys. Want to make sure I stress that. But if you go over here to something like an ADA, you know, it's not nearly as it's not being rewarded the same way, and I'm not entirely sure why. But yeah, I mean, again, they're not all the way down to here at the lows from like 2020 or something like that. So again, this is why I'd say you just want to buy into it and kind of let it ride. If they're building something like an infrastructure, which I typically like, it's usually the stuff you just want to hold on to for the long term, because eventually you know that when a lot of the shit tokens get kicked out of the market because of whatever regulation that kind of comes through, sweeping through, you know, you're going to be able to make some money off of it. ADA just has a pretty large market cap, kind of, even like, well, I guess Tron has the same one, but yeah, it's something you just want to hold for the long term there. That's how I treat Tron, you know, same thing. Just hold on to it. You go over to coinmarketcap.com. You know, ADA, it's still number 10, still doing fine. Sheeb's down a little bit. AVAX, that's a big one. Who likes AVAX? I just saw him talking about the other day. I'm George, we're all George, that guy. CryptoRS. He was just talking about AVAX and how much he likes this one the other day. You know, go over to AVAX, they're trying to do some big stuff here as well. They got a cool social media team and everything like that. Right? Create without limits. Anything like this, we're able to build off it, or if it's in the financial space, I'm typically all for it. However, if they're actually trying to do something, and I want to stress this, if they're trying to do something of importance, they will typically be under some type of lawsuit from the SEC. So you are going to have to maybe wait a little bit sometimes before you're able to get that big boom. Sometimes the lawsuits are much more impactful on certain tokens than others, but you never really know, which is why, again, the long-term holding is usually going to be the best thing, I'd say, for most of the tokens that you guys are looking at. Oh, it might be coming back down now. It might be coming back down. And let's go back over here to the 15-minute chart. Is it popping off? I don't know. I don't know if I like that. I want to see it actually have a big move in the next like 10 minutes or so. Doge is moving. Oh, it's right here. I mean, Dogecoin fell down a lot, so it's nice to see it pumping up right now. Change the character. Buy. Yeah, not the best buy, but still doing okay. How's the hourly chart? Did that tell you to buy? Yeah, change the character right here, or actually right there to there, and then buy. Buy right here. Buy right here. So the buy signal really came in, it looks like at 11 a.m. So it's 11 a.m. Oh yeah, right there before the pop, yeah. Again, 24 to 30 hours. It may go higher than that. It may. But I'm really stressing that's my strategy for right now. I'm dollar cost averaging, so if anything ever goes back up a lot, I'll be there. I just won't have some type of short term, oh my God, I made $1,000 in 5 days. You know, I'll be like, I made $100,000 in 2 months. That's the way I typically would trade. Maybe not $100,000, but you get the point there. Yeah. So what do you call? Let's go back over to Bitcoin 15 right now. Watch it go up. Okay, the guy didn't respond to me. Okay, I guess I was just saying thanks anyway. But yeah. Oh geez, yeah. What a shit show going over there. George is also a little nutty. Oh yeah, for sure. He likes any token that has already 20x. Well, hey, he's an influencer. You know, the tokens that I like are definitely more high risk than I would say I would have thought. Like, the way I explain my portfolio to you guys is I own a lot of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. I own a lot of those things. However, I do allocate a lot of money, like most people, into other altcoins out there because those typically will give you much better returns throughout the cycle. And the strategy with us going over here to CoinW and Fairdesk now is that we're going to start buying some tokens up, and whenever they turn a nice little profit, we're just going to sell them and do it over and over and over again and see how high we can get the portfolio during this time. But it's not going to be so much of technical analysis as much as just buy, well, kind of technically, we're going to understand the vibe of the market, but we're going to buy low, sell high over and over and over again, but we're not going to buy low and sell parabolic high. We're going to buy low and sell at a pretty decent high, you know? Now, right now, this is up 2%, 1%, 0.68, down 0.62, up 0.6, down 0.89, up 1. Not much has really happened here. So we're going to, we're going to let this cook a little bit and wait till it goes. Fairdesk, of course, over here. Some things are up a few percent, down a little bit since we bought them. Most stuff is down, honestly, just because we bought so long ago. Like this lever is down 31%. I dollar cost averaged into it, I think, today, though. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But the last time I bought this was 3.7, so that was March 7th, and it's down 30%. So I missed the whole rally. So this time I'm not going to miss the rallies. I'm just, because I thought that CPI, again, I really thought that CPI was going to like figure itself out, and it did. But the Fed came in like a wrecking ball. But like right here, meme token. This thing's down over 100% for me. I was hoping it was going to keep on going up, and I was going to make money. It went up for 2 days after I said that, and then I lost money. But again, I'll dollar cost average this one and I'll see where it goes. But this is all the way back in like 2023 levels here, you know, 2020, what? Yeah, November levels. So we'll see where this goes. Was hoping I might do a nice little move there, nice little move there. Nope. It even broke out right there, I think, and it still managed to fail a little bit. Give it some time, you know, maybe it'll turn out to be something. But for now, dollar cost averaging is going to have to stick around for some of these plays that have just gone down so much where I'm like, I probably don't want to sell those, right? George has the Kramer effect. Oh, geez, I hope not. 1 inch is up to something. I mean, there are. Remember, as far as I'm concerned, what we just had in March and end of February was kind of like a mini altcoin season, but it wasn't the altcoin season. So I'm going to take the opportunity to buy up a lot of these tokens because this market has been completely different than anything I've ever experienced. I'm just going to keep on dollar cost averaging and waiting for the next altcoin season to kind of come in and, you know, boost us up, so to speak. George is a drunken crypto. I don't know. I haven't met the guy in person just yet, but I'll probably meet him eventually if I keep on going to all these expos and stuff. The next expo I'm going to is over in Nashville. I think it's the end of July. I have an expo I'm going to this month, but it's a black expo. It's like, you know, black business leaders getting around in Seattle. Imagine a bunch of like upper middle class African Americans and millionaire, like upper class African Americans all getting together. It's a pretty chill time. But whenever I explain a black, like a more pro black expo, people don't usually understand what I'm talking about. But just understand that, like, actually, here's a way to put it. You know how there's lots of cultures out there that have kind of locks on certain industries? Like a lot of the Indians hold a lot of the gas stations here in Washington State. A lot of the Asians have these really cool strip malls where they have like the nail salon in one place, they have the hair cutting place in another place, they have a couple of restaurants in other spots, but they kind of have the whole strip mall locked down. You have Mexicans that do the same thing. There's a place over by me, well, not by me, but it's like maybe a half an hour drive, the jalapeno market. It's really cool. You know, you have like, here, let me see if I can show this to you. Just coming down and watch. Oh shit! Burn my finger a little bit. Okay, so go over here. I used to live over here in the ghetto. When I was a very young kid, I used to live where it's very, very dangerous. I grew up in these blue apartments over here. Now it's just a bad spot to be in. So this used to be a grocery store, but it got robbed so much and so many people stole from it, they turned it into a 24-hour fitness. But I grew up in these blue apartments right here back in the early 90s when I was a very, very young kid. You can see the graffiti and stuff like that. It's gotten a lot better. As bad as it looks now, it got a lot better. Then I moved over here back before they made these are all nice new houses. I lived, I think, somewhere right here. They tore down all the houses and they built something nice up. Because I remember I used to go chill out over here. There's like 9-foot anthills back here, which is freaking crazy and awesome. But anyway, if you go down this road to Portland Avenue, because I used to bike down here. Portland Avenue, go over here to 40th Street. Is this where it's at? No, sorry. I'm turned around. So you go up over here. 56th Street. Where's the Safeway at? Because this was a school that I went to the school during 6th grade. Locked down every other week. Freaking shit show. And there's also really nice farmhouses over here. It's really crazy how everything kind of splits off in a heartbeat over here. But without getting too boring, there's a Safeway over here. There's a mega church. Yes, okay, there we go. So over here, there's a market. That's a Mexican market. But if you go a little bit further down the road, here it is. See? A Mexican chiropractic, tortillas fresh every morning, Mexican buffet, you know, restaurant, meat and seafood. This is all one shop and it kind of goes around. And there's all a bunch of Mexican shops. And, you know, these communities will have all this type of stuff here. So this is a way, like these expos are a way for African Americans to like buy these types of areas and do all of that stuff in there. It takes some capital, but usually the government may help you if there's some type of initiative or program, you know? So they'll be there. I think Taco Bell is doing something right now where they're like you can start a franchise of Taco Bell. If you're black, I think it's like you get 50% off of your franchise fees or something like that, your startup costs, which is like a fucking massive discount. So that type of stuff goes on. A lot of deals, a lot of liquid people moving in with all the money. I'm going to be there on the 29th speaking. I think it's Black Eco Chamber. Yeah, they even have a VIP cigar lounge there. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. But I'm gonna be a VIP here, so it's pretty cool. A lot more culture stuff than I think you guys may know. This guy's really chill too. He works for the state. But yeah, there's some cool stuff going on. You can imagine the people that like own the Starbucks in your neighborhood, you know, that are black and own those type of things. They're the people that are going to be here. Plus some big bankers and stuff. Shy's a really cool guy. But yeah, so I'm mostly here to speak myself, but there's just a lot of cool stuff going on. So I go to a lot of the smaller events like that. I like George. He isn't perfect. I mean, who is, right? But he is a family man. He's a massive Lego collection. He's what do you call? What was that thing that used to be Legos, but it's not? It tried to be Legos, but it failed miserably. They were like action figure toys or something like that. I forgot that. So they were like, there was a show back in the day. I forget what it was called, but it was hilarious. If crypto top, does anybody have a plan? Probably. You're going to eventually sell off your altcoins if things look really, really rough and we start looking very, very bearish on the weekly charts. Probably going to sell your altcoins, rotate a lot of those altcoins back into Bitcoin, Ethereum perhaps as well. And then from there, you're just going to kind of have to be patient for a while and kind of figure it out. Because if this is where crypto tops, I don't know if we go into like a year and a half, 2-year bear market. I don't think we go into something like that. Because the overall stock market is still doing very, very well, hitting all-time highs and stuff. I don't think it'd be your typical bear market. So the way I would approach it would be very different than before. I wouldn't just be out of everything and just, not doing nothing. I'd be rotating money around, holding a few different altcoins here or there, and I'd be looking for new projects that are making some moves and trying to buy into those suckers. I've only had losses on crypto, so no worries about the taxes on this end. Hey. Make sure you register those as a loss, and that way you can get pay less taxes, right? Bionicle, there you go, XN, there you go, Bionicles. I was thinking of it and I just did not know what it was. Bionicle, there you go. That's definitely it right there. That was it. Oh man, I totally forgot about those things. I used to love them as a kid. I had a backup plan, then I bought the dip. Then the dip, so I bought some more. Don't worry about it, guys. See, I want to remind you guys that as much as we're kind of in this really boring time right now, and I still think we're going to go up in the medium term here, like at the end of the year and stuff. My trading strategy that I shared with you guys, it still works in bear markets. You could definitely still be trading and making money. It's just that, hello, my good sir. How are you doing? How you doing? I don't want to get smoke in your nose, so I'll push it over here. Hi. Did you want another treat? Oh, you want a treat? Okay. As much as we're kind of in this kind of stinky time, so to speak, I do want to stress my trading strategy works in all market environments except for sideways markets. In sideways markets, it works with if the weekly charts are more in a neutral stance and the daily charts are giving you all buy signals, you still will take that buy. You're just not holding it for as long, because you have to remember that if you zoom out, you're no longer just looking at up, you're looking at kind of this medium term sideways action. So there's only so much up where you can go, right? Oh, aren't you just a precious little boy? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, look at you. Oh yeah, you're a good boy. Oh, yes, you're a good boy. Yes, you're a very good boy. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. Good. Yeah, he's good. All right. So, let me go over here very fast. For instance, when's the last time we had a buy signal on the daily though? That's the question here. We had a sell, and that was that the 10th of June? Right there was the sell. So there's something right there. But again, you're only holding it for a little bit of time. And for this instance, a couple of days, that made you some good money. Buy. Change your character. Buy. Okay, right here. And again, there was a little bit of resistance right there. You could have sold right there if you wanted to for a scalp or a short-term play. Or you could have sold right here at that next level of resistance up here, which looks like it was the better play. Hindsight is always 20/20. Was there another trade here? Change the character right here. Sell. Again, a few days, but it went right back into support. So you're not holding for too long. So it still works out a little bit, I would say. But man, I like when we can do it when even the weekly charts, like when the weekly charts are on board, you get all of that, you get all of that juiciness. When it's not, it's a little bit more problematic. Because even over here, when you had the sell, this was during the Bitcoin ETF stuff, and it was just making everything a little more difficult. And why would you buy? What would you short into that? So, there are some instances we have to look at the news and what's going on there. You can see there was a big level of support kind of right around here, it looks like, you know. So, you know, if you're going to short that day, why would you short when you're that close to the support level? Maybe if we break down below that, maybe. But, you know, but again, there's one good trade here, one good trade here, one good trade, one good trade, one good trade so far. There's only a handful where you can actually make that good money. However, again, when everything's looking good on the weekly charts, in this circumstance, good, 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 and we're still in a more bullish setting here because the weekly chart, you know, the change of characters way over here. You know that you can do anything, you can buy anything on the daily chart here, and then you can go for it. So actually, I'll probably just do this, right? Right, so even if you buy right here and you hold, because again, this is a weekly type of move because the weekly chart's still good, you can hold on to this for a while and still make you good profits. Again, you're looking at different levels of resistance. Looks like that first big level of resistance was right there, and then another one right up here, and then another one right up here. So you could have bought right here, sold right there, made a bunch of profit. Could have bought this break of structure right here. Really, the next signal was right here actually. Was that? That's all buy. Could have bought right here. Did that? That's again, that's a level of resistance. Maybe you're just buying here and scaling out. Maybe you buy the breakout right there and then play it up there. Lots of opportunities. Don't get me wrong. However, let's get rid of all those lines and stuff. Right now, when the market's definitely not going up, we're going sideways. You can't hold for too long, and that makes life kind of boring. Very, very boring if I do say so myself. So right now, we're in the bearish mood. We'll wait for a bullish move to kick off, but again, we're still going sideways at the end of the day, so you just know you can't hold on for too long. And of course, I'm talking so much, getting ashes on my shirt. There's a tool you can get that you can poke into here, and you can smoke it longer on a little stick. I need to get one of those. That'll do the trick. All right. But yeah, my strategy doesn't give you a whole bunch of opportunities. However, within those daily buy zones, if the weekly chart's good, or even out here, where everything's good in the buy, you can go over here to the 4-hour chart or the hourly chart, and you can see, hey, 4-hour chart, break a structure right there, buy, buy, buy. Let me buy right here for the 4 hours, and let me hold on for a little bit and see what happens. Unfortunately, there's a big fat level of resistance right there, so you're gonna literally like buy right here, and you're gonna sell right there. So you're only in there for a little bit of time, but you're making money. And I cannot stress, it's just nice to make money. When you got bills to pay, you're not aiming for the moon. You're just aiming for enough to have a comfortable life, and then more, more than that, but you're not aiming for the moon, so to speak. And this allows you to get your portfolio larger. You see how you had a buy signal right there? But during this, I bet if I were to poke this over here a little bit, the daily sell signal and a sell signal and only one buy signal, and that's not really going to give you a lot of oomph, and therefore you don't buy it. So there's rules to it. I have tutorials explaining it, but it's not like you can't make money doing when the market's bad. Maybe one of these days, what I should do is I should do a live stream tutorial where the whole stream is me explaining how my strategy works and us just testing it out on a bunch of different stocks, forex pairs, assets, gold, things like that, cryptocurrencies, and then we kind of see where it works and where it doesn't, and maybe we can make our own little list saying, hey, these are good for it, these are not good as far as backtesting. It works great on Bitcoin, but it sucks at gold. I don't know if this would work very good with gold. Let's check it out. Not golden goose. Is gold? Yeah, let's just go here. Let's make it easy for ourselves. Right? So we see a whole bunch of buying signals right here, here, here. So let's move that up right there. Therefore, we could do one long swing trade on this if you wanted to. There's no resistance, so in that circumstance, what you're going to have to do is add a Fibonacci level onto it, which could be kind of fun. Bloopity bloop. And there, from there. Where's my line? Where's my line? Where's my line? There you go. There you go. And you're going to look to buy right here. Oh, this is the weekly one, so you're probably going to be doing a swing trade here. So you can buy right here, and then pretty much, well, this is a Monday. Yeah, you're probably going to buy around here after the breakout, honestly. So I'm thinking the weekly chart probably didn't give you that buy signal until afterwards. Yeah. So you'd buy right here, you'd sell right there. Again, profit. You're not making $1 billion, but it's profit. Your portfolio is growing. And then during that time, though, while everything is good, you could be looking for 4-hour trades in here as well for some nice little medium-term trades. Don't freeze, don't freeze, don't freeze. There we go. So you can see right here, change your character, you buy. You can buy right here, sell right there. You have an opportunity. You can keep on holding. There's another change of character right here, so you can buy right here, look for that next level of resistance. Oh, look at that. Look how close that came. Woo, look at that. You get the point. Break a structure right here. It was buy. Maybe a buy right there. Sometimes you got to get precise in here. So this one was green still with the brick structure. Oh, it was a buy. Okay. Was this a buy? It was a buy. So you can look at that as maybe another opportunity. And, you know, of course, there can be levels of resistance in the past. In this circumstance, it was actually very, very close, which kind of sucks for us. So maybe you might not make that trade. Maybe you would. Doesn't matter. You know, because if you lose that one, you're still making money off of that trade, or off of this trade, and off of that trade, right? Let's see. Change your character over here. You're not going to be doing these shorts because the weekly chart's still okay. Change your character right there. This one's kind of interesting because it popped up so fast. Typically, when you see that, I don't make those trades because I feel like I'm chasing into them. I mean, look at that move, for heaven's sakes. Another one right here. Buy. Up until resistance. Maybe wait for it to break out. Maybe. Something happened here. I don't actually know what happened, so let's just skip over that. But there's opportunities, right? Buy right here. Buy right here. Opportunities right here on this. Oh, it happened on the dip day, didn't it? But there's still moves that can be made, right? So, you know, maybe I'll do a stream like that where we're just kind of testing out a bunch of stuff. I explain how to set everything up, and then you guys are good to go. I think that'd probably be a fun thing to do one day. Probably just have to make some time for that and make sure I'm not taking too much time. I can't talk to you guys while I'm doing the setup. Then I get to talk with you. I can like talk, but I can't answer questions. Then once I get everything set up, then I can kind of go through the motions about how I use it, that type of stuff. But I would want to make diagrams and stuff to kind of help educate even more. Like I've already started on some of this stuff. Like let's see. Not really meant for this, but yeah. So like a 4-hour chart, change a character, a daily chart, change of character, and a weekly chart, change of character. You know, what you're looking for, then have one for the oscillators, because the oscillators are also very important. So I'll probably end up working on that one just for the fun of it. I should try that zero liquidation, max leverage trading strategy. I haven't even heard of that one. That could be interesting right there. And hey, the real MFer, what do you call, yeah, I'll end up doing it. And guys, thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for subscribing and whatnot. I appreciate it. What's right here? I told myself in the bear market that I'm not going to go overcomplicate things anymore. Bought VeChain and I'm going to let it age, then dump it around the all-time highs. Exactly. That's the easy way to go about it. This is more like what I just talked about was all trading. I mean, you can do month-long trading, week-long trading, daily trading, and 4-hour trading. You know, you can do whatever you want to. But there's a strategy that I developed that I think works very, very well. The problem is, you're not just waking up one day and be like, I want to trade. Boom, there's something. You know, if you're only trading Bitcoin, you can only trade so much. But for someone like me who trades, you know, cryptocurrencies and stocks, you know, I can pretty much go and I can look at my personal list of things that I like to trade, which is usually about 10 to 15 different stocks. I have more on there just to kind of keep track of some of the longer term positions. I have like oil and whatnot. But you guys get what I'm saying. There's options out there for those of you guys who like to trade different things. But before you trade each new stock or token, you probably want to practice on it a little bit and maybe do a little bit of back testing to make sure the strategy actually works. So we'll be talking about that too. There you go. All right, but okay, buddy, I'm going to call it a night right here. It's been a good few hours with you guys. I don't know when I started this stream. Oh, yeah, it's almost been 3 hours. Holy crap. Loki heard me say, hey, it's almost time to end the stream, and you guys can't see him, but he's over here ready to go use the bathroom. Come here, Loki. Oh, look at you being a good boy. But anyway, it was fun chatting with you guys today. You guys taught me something, well, not taught me, but you guys convinced me to do some things that I maybe put on the burner, but I want to do with you guys like a tutorial day. And then, you know, it's fun. I mean, fun, you know, fun talks and whatnot like that. As far as Bitcoin's concerned, you know, it's a day trade right now. If you guys want to go long, I think there's still some momentum left on it. It's a higher risk trade, so again, be very, very cautious. If based on that strategy that I told you guys before, it's not really like a clean buying opportunity. It's a day, like a really short-term day trade, I think. Maybe by tomorrow, it'll turn into a much nicer trade. We'll have to wait for that, though. For tomorrow, I plan on doing a few more streams. So tomorrow, my goal is to have one stream in the morning time, not early morning, but maybe like from my time 10 to 11 or maybe 11 to 12. Another one from like maybe 2 to 3. Then maybe one more from like 4 to 5 or something like that. And then I'll be off at the cigar lounge chilling out for the day because I need to rest a little bit here. And I think that'll be good. You know, you guys know I went off to Eastern Washington on Sunday and Monday to go visit a friend that's locked up in jail. Jail, like, whoosh, I wasn't ready for that type of thing, so I still need to decompress from that. Jail's a fucked up place. So, I don't know. I'm pretty soft in that regard. I'm not used to, nor do I want to be used to the criminal justice system, you know. I'm not Martin, whatever that guy's name is, that's fucking over people and that type of stuff. But anyway, hopefully you guys are all gonna have a good night here. I think we're still in a good spot. I still am dollar cost averaging. I still believe this is not a bear market type of environment, or we're heading into a bear market. I think this is just a very ugly pause, unfortunately, very ugly sideways market. We're waiting to go up a little bit more down the road, okay? So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys probably around 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock tomorrow morning up